Hello everybody, you can call me Nova, and today I am playing more Tell Me Why. Before I get started on Chapter 2, I have a little bit more to say about Chapter 1. At some point, I said that I thought the characters in the Book of Goblins might represent real people, and while I was editing, I realized they do. Like, almost definitely. At the time, because of how Tyler had said Marianne treated him, I wondered if he was the muskrat. But, I kind of forgot that the goblins are in the Book of Goblins, and obviously Tyler and Alyson are the goblins. But the thing that made me realize that the characters definitely represented people in Marianne's life is that Tessa is definitely the pious pelican. First of all, Tessa is clearly very devoted to her religion, which is literally what pious means. And second, the pelican provided an endless feast for the princess's party, as well as gifting the princess a purse that would give her the exact amount of money she needed for something if she truly needed it. And that's literally what Tessa did for Marianne. She let her take food and pay for it later. She presumably gave her the money for the washing machine repairs, which Marianne obviously never paid back, but that's beside the point. And when I was thinking about that, I started making connections to who the other adults in this story probably are. So I'm not 100% sure on anyone besides Tessa being the pious pelican, but I'm pretty sure Sam is the muskrat. He is haughty, proud, arrogant, a little overbearing in the way he spoke about Marianne. And like I said before, I don't think he's like a hateful, horrible person, but he is kind of an old-fashioned asshole. I don't think he means to hurt anyone, but he's very toxically masculine. And I think that fits the description of the muskrat pretty well. There's a slight chance he could be the bear, because he could be described as protective of Marianne, but it didn't come across as genuine protectiveness, you know? It would depend on how Marianne viewed him, which I don't know for sure right now, but I think he's most likely the muskrat. Tom, I think, is the frog. The gregarious frog. The friendly, supportive, kind frog. He could maybe be the moose, which I mostly bring up because even though Tyler said he never seemed like an ideas guy, he does seem to have some mayoral ideas. He could be a good source of guidance like the moose. But, I'm not trying to say he's like stupid or anything. He's clearly not stupid. But I think more than anything, Tom is just friendly. Eddie, I think, is the moose or the bear, but I lean more toward the moose. This is partly because he called Allie Little Moose in the police station, but it's mostly because of his role in the story so far. He's a police officer. He was very involved in the investigation into Marianne's death. He wanted the truth for it, and the moose gave the gift of the torch that shows the truth. He obviously has been a big source of guidance for Alyson, which I think also matches up with the moose. But he could also be the bear. He seems pretty protective of Alyson. Maybe he was protective of Marianne too, but I lean more toward the moose for him. Anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to say, so I'm just going to continue into Chapter 2.
Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins.
The crafty goblins did everything together, until one day, when darkness overwhelmed the big wooden house in which they lived.
Blamed for the darkness, Brother Goblin was forced to leave the forest, while his sister had to stay behind.
10 years later, they were finally reunited.
Oh, are they
Together,
writing a new
They
story?
decided to confront the darkness in the big wooden house.
I don't want to interrupt the cutscenes too much.
Though they sought the help of their friends in the forest, they found that no one wanted to delve into the long-gone past.
Huh.
This is how the goblins found themselves alone in the woods, trying to discover why darkness had submerged the big wooden house.
Interesting that it showed the frog, the bear, and the moose.
Tomorrow we should play Compass and North Star in the woods.
Be sure to wear your hat then.
You be sure to wear your hat.
What's the compass of the North Star?
All right, who wants ice cream?
Me!
Eat up.
Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman, alone in a deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure, and her title.
I don't like that story. There were no goblins, and it was depressing.
We won't read it again.
I love you, Mom. Not me. Just kidding. Love you, Mom.
Mwah. I love you too. Sleep well and dream, my doves.
Oh, the doves are them, then. That's interesting. I wonder what the tiara is. A wedding ring, maybe? Oh, is this... Is this when Alyson went outside? Is this the same night? The night of the stabbing, I mean?
What
Oh, there are the scissors. Oh, did Marianne make her own ice cream?
Alyson! Ollie!
Oh, it is. It's the same night. Making her own ice cream seems very on brand for Marianne. I'm glad we're getting Alyson's perspective here, too.
To call for help.
This is slightly different. Oh, because they remember it slightly differently.
I killed Mom. I killed her.
Ooh. Oh, that... That was also super interesting. Tragic. But interesting. That also does remind me of one more thing I was gonna say about the night of the stabbing. It's also possible... I don't want to interrupt. This is really cute. I like how they're doing this. Is Tyler crying in that photo? It's cute that Alyson still wears a lot of red and Tyler still wears a lot of green. Oh, hey, there's a bear carved on the couch. Oh, they're still looking at the book. I was about to say, I wonder what book that is.
You doing all right?
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives, you know?
And instead, we've spun off a whole miserable prequel trilogy. Okay. No. We're not letting ourselves do this again. Come on. Up. Mind-numbing labor's a great way to forget your troubles.
Of course, Alyson's a Star Wars fan.
Can't we just have coffee instead?
No. On your feet, soldier.
How about coffee and mind-numbing labor?
Let's take a break from packing and sort out the furniture. If we get enough done, I'll drive you into town and buy you a gallon of ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip, 2 gallons. Let's do this.
Just trash all of Marianne's furniture. I guess that's fair.
Goblin face is keep, $ is donate or sell, and trash can is, well, trash. By the way, I cleared out most of the stuff from the bathroom this morning, but I left you the toilet.
How very generous of you.
Yes! Sticky note your brother.
Thanks?
Oh, that was an achievement called Kick Me.
Ancient appliances, you are staying here. Although, that oven looks in okay enough shape.
No way. We are not moving the oven.
Is moving the oven worth that? That flashback did remind me of something else I wanted to say, actually. There is a fifth possibility for what happened the night of the stabbing, and it's that Marianne was always abusive, and it culminated in her trying to kill her children. Again, I don't know how likely I think that is. She looked like she was dissociating, not like she was planning to kill someone, but I'm not gonna... I don't think I'm gonna know until the end of the game. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Dump in cake. Cherries, crushed pineapple, chopped walnuts, crossed out by twins, chocolate chips. Every day, please, Mom. That's cute. That might be tasty. Okay. Let's see what Alyson thinks of the table.
Rummy table and wobbly chairs.
That should probably... I meant
A
to...
nice tablecloth could hide the stains.
I meant to hit
Ooh, fancy lady.
trash. I personally would not keep that.
What's that smell?
What's that smell?
Oh. Where? It sounded like it was over here. Wait, are the sparkles guiding me? Is it over here? It's over here somewhere. By the fridge, maybe? Am I hitting the right button? I was not hitting the right button. Right there.
What's that smell?
Is that Sam?
Delicious garbage. Ooh, yes, delicious indeed. Or could it be Stinky Pants Sam? Oh, Stinky
Oh, it
Pants
is Sam.
Come on now. Sam got that smell getting a skunk out of our barn. Be nice.
Oh, maybe he is the
What'd you do to
bear.
her? Is she okay?
Sure is. She just went hunting for food and couldn't get back out. All she needed was a little nudge to get her on her way.
Sam Kansky, hero of skunk kind.
I remember being super impressed by him, and it made me want to be a wild animal superhero too.
Oh, was Sam a ranger?
Alyson, I asked you to clean up the coffee table 3 times already.
You hungry? We have a whole lot of nothing.
Aw, I was hoping maybe you could make me one of those pickle and ketchup sandwiches.
Let's go with why'd you remind me.
Ugh, why'd you have to remind me of that?
I don't know how you ate that stuff.
Says the guy who used to eat peanut butter with ranch.
Interesting choices. Interesting for sure. Well, let's look under the table. Ooh, the frog!
What's this doing down here? Is that gum? Ugh, I guess that was probably me.
Goblins were here. What should we do with the table?
What to do with this?
I mean, it's a pretty nice looking table. I'd probably sell it.
Maybe someone would be willing to refinish it.
What's that?
I completely forgot we had a pet vole for a few days.
Poor Volcano. She was in rough shape when we found her. Good thing Marianne actually knew what she was doing with injured wildlife.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Lasagna!
Finish your salad first. Thank you, Tessa. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, don't worry
Oh.
about it. They're just leftovers from the restaurant.
What about Volcano? She needs to eat her lunch too.
Oh, you're quite right, love.
She can have my corn.
Here you go, little one. You must be hungry
Oh,
too.
the memories move then? Like physically?
Looks like Tessa didn't have that broom up her ass back then. I guess it's finally time to take these pictures down.
Yeah, still deciding what to do with them.
Ooh, I don't know. From how Alyson's been acting so far, I don't think she would want them. Maybe? I mean, if Alyson doesn't want them, but Tyler does, maybe he'll take them anyway. I'm gonna go with I don't want them.
I don't want
I think
them.
it's more
I
interesting.
don't think I do either.
You look cute here.
That's not me. I mean, it is, but
I'm gonna go with don't worry, I get it.
But not really. I get it.
It's just weird. Seeing
Okay,
myself like that
understandable.
again. Damn. Didn't think a picture could throw
very
me like this anymore.
understandable.
I'm sorry. That sounds really rough.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like 1,000 times better. But I've got a ways to go before I'm comfortable taking my shirt off. Which is why I'm scheduling my top surgery as soon as we sell this house. No more putting a binder on every morning. God, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, totally. Just so you know, I'll be there to help out when you do. Whatever you need.
Thanks.
That's nice.
All right.
Oh, I can't look at the
What's your
photos
verdict,
anymore.
Ronan?
You know what? I'll keep a few. To remind us how far we've come.
Okay, I kind of thought that might be his take on it. Oh, it's Eddie. Man,
Oh man, I love this one.
I worry so
Why
much
do I look
about
so pissed?
interrupting
I remember
the
loving this.
dialogue.
Maybe because Marianne was sticking a camera in your face?
Oh, that would be irritating. Over here somewhere? There we go.
Come on, honey, smile like Alyson.
Hold up your fish.
It's not my fish anymore. Alyson stole it.
I thought Alyson was giving the middle finger for a second.
My sister, the fish thief.
You were just being bratty.
Was I, though?
Yes. All I did was help clean it when we were out on the porch. Eddie had to force you to share.
Okay, how do I...
Ugh, gross stain is gross.
What happened?
Some unfortunate spillage that brought about the end of indoor tea parties. I hid the stain with my toys, forgetting that they would eventually be picked up.
Brilliant move, Ronan.
I'm gonna go with I was scared.
I was so afraid that Marianne would ground me for the rest of my life.
But she didn't, right?
No. I remember her saying that sufficiently adventurous play ensures that accidents will happen, and that it wasn't a big deal. But
That's
still,
a nice attitude.
no
to
more
have
tea parties
about it.
inside.
Ooh, I could turn this thing into a terrarium.
Huh, I thought they'd want to get rid of that. A new tank probably wouldn't be too expensive, and that one's gotta be... like, brittle by now, right?
Steady now. Take your time. He's not gonna jump up and do the cha-cha.
What about me? I want to clean the fish too.
It's not even your fish. You didn't catch anything.
Ugh, only because you wouldn't stop talking and scared all the fish away.
Keep your eyes on what you're doing. Allison, when we're done with this half, you can take over and do the other one. That sound fair?
Yes.
You're right. I was kind of being brat.
So I'm still kind of leaning towards Sam
Alyson,
being the
I
muskrat.
asked you to clean up the coffee table 3 times already.
Oops.
Oh.
I forgot.
I'm still kind of leaning towards Sam being the muskrat, even though we've had encounters with Tom, Sam, and Eddie so far, and it was the frog, the bear, and the moose. I do find it odd that the pelican wasn't there in that intro.
All right, I'll clean it up.
Thanks. While you do that, I'll check out the furniture. I'm guessing you want to keep the coffee table?
I'm gonna go with yeah, it's a neat coffee table.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Sure. I'm not really planning on bringing furniture to Denali. And if I need a base in Juneau, you'll have all the furniture I need.
How very non-committal of you. All right, I'll keep it.
I still hope
really
all
like
three of
that
them end
armchair.
up living together.
It'll look sharp next to your tree stump nightstand.
I'll be the most stylish mountain man ever. But I was actually thinking it should go in your library.
Library? We may not even have a living room.
I have faith in you.
Alright, let's keep it.
Maybe it'll be salvageable with a deep clean?
I think they should keep that couch. That is a cool couch.
And finally, I hate to say it, but the couches get a one-way ticket to the dump.
No protest here. I think I have permanent knee damage from a decade of bumping into the corner of those damn things.
Well, then that's it for the living room. You are relieved from your duties.
What do I do with this? It's just okay, I guess it just stays there.
Hey, Alyson, come take a break with me.
I think that green couch is really cool.
Starting the fire again?
Yeah, I'm gonna boil some water. You want something to drink?
No response and no option to respond? Oh. Let's go with
Would you
coffee.
rather have instant coffee or instant coffee?
Nah, sorry. I'm more of a tea person. Get it? Tea. As in,
How long have you been waiting to make that joke?
longer than I'm willing to admit.
I am so glad Eddie came through on the caffeine.
Shh, did you hear that?
The Ice King is sending us a warning.
Oh, it's just the wind. Over here somewhere?
For your punishment, said the Ice King, you shall be banished from the forest. And if you dare come back before the new moon, you shall feel my anger in your gut. Hear it in the wind. Whoosh!
Do you think the Ice King would really react that way? He may be intimidating, but he's always fair and never mean.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe he tells the goblins to help the people they hurt instead?
Great idea, sweetie. Why don't we think about it at dinner? I'll put everything away for safekeeping while you go wash your hands.
Can you put them in the binder so they don't get stained?
Of course, love.
Huh.
I still think my dark and twisty version was better.
We put so many hours into that book.
Yeah. Our binder was full of extra drawings and incomplete stories. Think they're all still in the kitchen drawer?
We should go take a look.
I definitely want to see that. Oh, Tyler's gonna do it.
Come check this out. Alyson's first drafts. Right. 'Cause I didn't contribute at all.
Come on. I know you did. I can't believe she kept all these.
You'd think putting them on the fridge for a couple of weeks would have been enough.
You know how we thought of ourselves as the goblins? Did you ever get the sense that maybe Mary Ann was the princess in the stories?
Yeah. She called her bedroom the princess's sanctum, and
Yeah.
she was all alone in the woods, in this house, until we showed up.
She was.
That
Alone.
was kind of
With a
obvious.
few friends who helped her along the way.
What are you doing?
Research. So, if Mary Ann was the princess, then who were all the rest?
And here we go.
Oh, come on. Humor me.
Oh. Am I supposed to read the Book of Goblins first? I can read the Book of Goblins in a minute. Let's take a look at these first. I still think Tessa is the pelican. This definitely makes it look like Eddie is the moose. Is Sam the bear? Who's the muskrat then? I guess Sam is the bear. Oh. Match them up, I guess?
Pelican.
She was the most generous one.
Yeah. But there was always a catch. Poor Moose. Really didn't do him justice.
Justice? Kind of ironic, huh?
Considering he was the lawful good one.
Too bad the law isn't really just.
Definitely Eddie.
The bear was the most helpful one. He was always around.
Stalking her?
What? No.
I mean, he was kinda always there, lurking.
Okay,
You done?
swap
You
those
go
two.
here.
Yeah. What am I supposed to be looking at in the, Book of Goblins? The Mad Hunter gets his hand back? Okay, probably the ones about the characters shown here. So, let's start with the bear and the princess. The Bear and the Princess. Once upon a time, in the ancient and deep forest, the old bear stood on the bank of the river, swiping at salmon on their way to the spawning grounds. Just as he'd got his paw on a particularly fat one, he heard a woman shouting for help. He considered simply eating his salmon, but then she screamed again, and he lumbered over to investigate. After a short walk, he found the princess clinging to the top of the tree while a wolf snarled and snapped at the base of the tree. I guess that's why the bear said wolves would no longer harry her path. Old Bear would normally not get in the middle of such a situation. After all, as a fellow predator, he understood the wolf's need to hunt. But when he saw the princess, he was struck by her beauty, and he knew he had to help. With a great roar, the bear heaved onto his hind legs, rising to his full height. The wolf snapped and snarled in his direction, but the bear roared again, and the wolf took off into the trees, tail between his legs. The old bear fell back down onto all fours and stared up at the princess. She regarded him fearfully. "You can come down," he said. "How do I know you didn't save me just so you could eat me yourself?" asked the princess. "I suppose this is a fair question," admitted the old bear, "but I promise I won't eat you." The princess had no reason to trust the old bear, except that he had kind eyes, and so she slowly made her way down the tree. When she reached the ground, the bear only watched her, and so she supposed she was not going to be eaten today. "Thank you," she told the old bear. "Of course," he said. "Can I walk with you back to your home?" "Of course," said the princess. And so the princess and the old bear walked together through the forest, back to the big wooden house. After that day, the princess would occasionally find gifts from the bear: a fresh-caught salmon, a handful of ripe berries, a newly bloomed bluebell. One spring, when a sudden thaw flooded the path out of the princess's home, the old bear was there, and she rode his back across the river. The old bear began to think that the princess should be his mate. After all, she had no mate, and she needed one, and he could keep her warm and provide her a much more suitable den, and catch fish for her, and protect her from wolves. She, in turn, would brush out his fur and pick berries without smooshing half of them, and scratch that one part of his back he couldn't reach. And with how she took care of the goblins, she would be an excellent mother for his cubs. Okay. I see now how Sam is the bear, though. One day, the old bear came with a ring of spruce and asked the princess to be his bride. "I'm sorry," said the princess. "You are a very good friend, and I appreciate all you've done for me, but I cannot marry you. You're a bear, I'm a princess, it would never work." The old bear was crushed. "Can we still be friends?" he asked. "We will always be friends," said the princess, "but I will never marry you." This is about what I was expecting for Sam and Marianne, honestly. The old bear and the princess carried on their friendship, and after 1 year, he tried again to ask her to be his bride, but once again, she refused him. This happened 1 year later, and 1 year after that, and then finally the princess said, "Old bear, you are my dear friend, and I appreciate all you have done for me. But I would sooner you have left me to the wolves than marry you. And that is how it will always be. I have my hands full with the 2 goblins who live under my house, and they are all I need." That wounded the old bear deeply, but it was finally enough to stop his proposals. They remained friends, and he continued to give her gifts of fresh salmon and ripe berries and newly bloomed bluebells. But the old bear never again asked the princess to be his bride, much as he might have wanted to. And that is how the princess befriended the old bear, and how she refused him. I want to take a look at the actual pages, too. I'm pretty sure I know the answers. But I'm still going to check out these stories. Let's take a look at the pages first this time. Okay. The pelican helps her friends. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, an early winter storm blanketed everything in snow. It was so early in the year that the creatures of the forest were not yet ready for an ordinary winter, much less a bad one, and everyone agreed the storm was a sign the Ice King had plans for a long, cold winter. I wonder if this is about that snowstorm they mentioned when we saw the shovel outside. The princess had grown up in a kingdom where it was sunny all year long, and the goblins were very young, so no one in the big wooden house knew how to prepare for such a winter. The house was not well insulated, and they did not have enough fuel or food. Only the pious pelican noticed their plight, and when it came time to fly south with the other birds, her heart was heavy with sadness. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? I wonder if that means Tessa and Tom typically leave Alaska for the winter. The time came to go, and the pelican struggled to take flight. It felt as though a leaden weight were stuck right at the center of her chest. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird. Oh, this is a repeat. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? She managed to take off, but only just barely, flapping fiercely to catch up with the other birds. As the pious pelican began her journey, the storm picked up, battering her to and fro. She had fallen well behind the flock, and she was already growing tired. But for all her challenges in the air, she could tell things were much worse on the ground. A deep freeze had settled over the forest. The leaden weight in her chest grew heavier as she thought of the princess and the goblins. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird. If I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The storm intensified, and the pelican was in a total whiteout. She knew she should have despaired, but all she could feel was the weight, which had grown and grown until she thought she might drop out of the sky. She had felt called to help the princess and the goblins, but she had ignored it. I should have stayed, she thought. It was the right thing to do, and now I'm lost with no way to make it right. Suddenly, she was plucked from the sky and deposited in the hall of the Ice King. Pelican, he said, you were flying in circles around my mountain. I was lost, she said, weighted down by the weight of guilt in my heart. The Ice King stared at her sagely. Is it guilt, or is it something else? Open your beak. He reached down inside of her, pulling out a glowing stone. The pious pelican was surprised at how it filled her with warmth, chasing away cold and her doubt. You know what you must do, said the Ice King. The pious pelican flew straight back to the big wooden house. Snow had already blown in through its many cracks, and ice crept across the floorboards. She found the princess and the goblins huddled in front of the quiet hearth, nearly frozen solid. No, she cried. And then she placed the stone in the princess's lap. The warmth of it spread through the whole house, melting all that had frozen. The princess threw her arms around the pelican's chest, and the goblins clung to her legs. Thank you, they cried. You're welcome, said the pelican, smiling in deep satisfaction. What is that? Asked the princess, staring at the wonderful stone. At first, said the pelican, I thought it was my guilt, but when the Ice King pulled it out of me, I realized it was something much more powerful. Is it love? Just then, the storm broke and the skies cleared. The pelican filled the big wooden house's larder with food from her beak, and then she took to the skies, lightened by the knowledge that through her charity, everyone in the big wooden house would be warm and fed until spring. And that is the story of how the pious pelican saved the wise princess and the crafty goblins from the long winter. Oh, that's the stone, I guess? I am just kind of guessing at which stories I'm supposed to read to figure this out. I'm just kind of picking the first ones that feature the character I'm supposed to be reading about. The only one I see with the moose is this one. I wonder if this is going to be about Eddie teaching the kids to fish. Let's take a look at the art. Okay, it looks like only really the first page is illustrated. I love this art style so much. The moose teaches the goblins. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblins were hungry. This wasn't unusual. The goblins were always hungry. But today, they were particularly hungry. They opened the wise princess's cupboards to look for a snack, but all she had was a small pile of nuts and berries and just one strip of dried fish. The goblins grabbed it all and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. They went out into the woods to look for more to eat. First, they dropped by the small pond. The big frog was asleep, and beside the pond was a pile of insects she had caught for eating after she woke up. Oh, the big frog is a she? The goblins crept up to the pile, careful not to wake the big frog. As they got close, she ribbited loudly, and they froze. But the big frog kept sleeping, so they grabbed up the pile of insects and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. This reminds me of the very hungry caterpillar. As they crept back into the woods, they found the stalwart moose watching them. Did you just steal the big frog's food? The goblins tried not to look guilty, but failed. She said we could have them, they cried. Oh really? Asked the moose. Let's ask her. So Moose woke up Big Frog and asked, Did you say the goblins could have your food? The big frog looked at the goblins, who she knew were always hungry, and nodded. Yes, I did. Really? Asked the moose, surprised. Frog nodded and the moose sighed. All right then, he said, and he had to let the goblins go. Their next stop was the river. They watched as Old Bear swiped at a leaping salmon, catching it deftly in his large paws. He lay it out upon a rock and left it to dry, lumbering into the woods to seek out some berries. The crafty goblins crept up to the rock carefully in case Old Bear returned. They reached the rocks, grabbed the salmon, and gobbled it all up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, the stalwart moose was once again waiting for them. Are you going to tell me Old Bear said you could have that? Yes, replied the goblins. Old Bear ambled up at that moment, and Moose asked him, Did you leave that fish for the goblins? Old Bear looked at the goblins, who he knew were always hungry, and nodded. I did, he said. Really? Asked the Moose. Really, said the Old Bear. After Moose left, Old Bear said to the goblins, Be sure to tell the princess I was kind to you, and don't steal my fish again. The goblins, still hungry, went out looking for one more meal. They crept up to the mangy muskrat's lodge and began to climb inside when they were dragged right back out. Huh. I wonder who the muskrat is. The stalwart moose dangled them by the seats of their pants and said, Now, I know Mangy Muskrat didn't tell you that you could eat his food, because he blames you for his coat being ruined. Besides, he barely has enough for himself and doesn't share with anyone. The goblins began to protest, but he shook his head. He set the goblins down and said, Come with me. The goblins followed the stalwart moose to a part of the river where it ran slow enough for them to walk into it safely. He gave them each a fishing line and said, I am going to teach you to fish, so that when you are hungry, you do not need to steal from the animals of the forest. It will be hard work, but it will be honest. The crafty goblins were not against working hard. They were just hungry, and so they listened to Moose and soon pulled wiggling fish out of the river. They ate them up, and finally they were no longer hungry. And that is how the stalwart moose came to teach the crafty goblins to fish. That's cute. How do I confirm my choice here? Because I'm pretty sure this is right. Am I missing something? Maybe Okay. I have everything. I have everything right. I didn't realize I needed to talk to
All right.
Tyler.
I think I'm done.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm actually
How do you like that,
very
Max?
sure.
You know, I think you might be onto something. What about these guys? I don't see them being real-life people, or this one.
Oh, I got it right. I got an achievement. I am really curious about the Ice King and the Mad Hunter, like who they might be.
Totally Marianne.
Why a princess,
Definitely
though?
Marianne.
Why not a queen?
She hated authority.
Yeah, she'd have been a terrible ruler.
Nothing to say about the Mad Hunter, I guess? Oh, something to say about the Mad Hunter.
You better hurry, or the Mad Hunter will catch us! We need to hide. This way! What's going on?
Whoa.
I don't know. Is he here? Is he really here? I don't know. I'm scared. Go away! Yeah! Go back to the forest!
Whoa. Maybe they are real? Oh, I don't like that he's looking at them now.
I forgot about that. We'd been pretending he was there.
And then, suddenly he was.
That was the only time that happened, right?
No.
Alyson? Wait.
No way. No way.
It felt way too real. It was...
Us. Pushing our imagination way too far.
There's no way he's there. That's gotta be Sam or
Can't be
Eddie.
Grandmaster of bad timing. We're not done with this conversation.
Oh wait, I didn't get to look at the third one.
Morning, Sam.
Ahoy, goblins! I ran into Chief Brown, who said you were starting to clean up on the house this morning, so, I kind of figured you might need some supplies.
Thank you. That was very thoughtful.
I feel bad for calling
Also
Sam
got
an
something for you,
asshole.
Tyler. Every man needs a good knife.
That's really sweet.
Thanks, Sam.
Good. Good, yeah. Oh, and before I forget, for the lady of the house. It was her mom's favorite recipe. Still make it darn near every week.
Oh, is that salmon?
Thanks. But we don't have a stove. Still no electricity.
Oh, yeah, that fuse box is busted. Just another thing I've been meaning to put back together around here.
Where is it? I can take care of it.
Oh, I don't doubt you can. But, I've been kicking this thing back to life for the last 20-some years. I'll give you a hand.
All right.
Box is in the barn. Follow me.
We'll be right behind you.
I mean, Man, I'm really disappointed I didn't get to see the third
Well,
one.
I guess old
actually.
bears can learn new tricks.
Yep. Come on. Let's go get our electricity back on.
Kind of an old-fashioned, somewhat toxic masculine asshole, but also a good guy.
So, how's school?
I graduated already. Outdoor studies.
Oh, outdoor studies, huh? Well, it's a good thing I came along when I did. You know, I built this here barn for your mama.
Oh, that's cool. I want to get him to talk about Marianne.
You really helped her out, huh?
Now, you know, just a few chores here and there. I was glad to help. Your mother, no. I could never bring myself to leave her high and dry. Anyways, let me find that darn key.
Just open the door.
And give us our keys. All of them.
Well, I, figured I might still need to do some maintenance, so,
Nope. We're good. Thank you.
fair warning, door's a bit temperamental.
Haven't you been taking care of this place? You didn't oil the doors?
What? You think I just hang out here all day or something? Here, son, give me a try.
Good.
Okay, when you twist it as far as you can to the left, give it a nice little jerk.
Oh, there it goes.
Damn it.
No shit.
Can I
Well,
talk
at
to
least the
them?
door's open now.
I guess not.
Yeah, Well, that's easy enough to fix. Now, that fuse box.
Oh, no, no, no. You and you are going to clean up your mess. I'll take care of the fuse box.
But I didn't do it.
I'm not asking. Go on.
Let's take a look around here. Aw, cute! The sword, the torch, the pouch, the naughty fairies. This is the princess's party. Huh.
All right. Fuses go into plugs. Should be easy enough.
It looks like the only thing to do here is to solve the fuse box puzzle. It looks like we only have 3 fuses, so I'm not sure what to prioritize. Marianne, I wrapped up your electrical board. I gotta run, but in case you want to check it out, careful not to overload the circuits. You'll have to use 15 amp fuses for the garage. Amps total up to 120 amp for the whole house. Sam. P.S. Pretty proud of myself. For once I've respected the right color coding. Each fuse should have the right colored cable. Okay. He said 15 for the garage. Do we need the garage? Oh, the garage is already plugged in. Total's 120, so 50, 65 plus 15. 65 plus 15 is 80? This isn't all the fuses, is it? There must be another couple somewhere. The most important things are probably the lights. I have no idea which fuse to put where. I'm just gonna guess. The water heater probably uses the most, right? I don't know anything about electronics. Or about, like, these kinds of electronics. Oh wait, do I have unlimited fuses? Actually. Let's put a 30 in the water heater.
Let's try this one.
The kitchen probably needs medium power. The outlets probably don't need that much. I think a 15 will be fine. And I don't know what's in the garage, but it doesn't seem very used.
Wait, that's not right.
Oh, that's not right.
Hey, I'm moving at my own pace. I need to know this stuff.
All right.
Women, huh?
Don't do that, Sam.
Did you read the note next to the box?
Yes. Let's take another look at this. Oh, I'm stupid. The color coding. That's a 20. Right? Yeah. Remove this. That's a 30? Yeah, the 30 is red. The 20. The blue one. And another 20. 15 and 15 is 30, 50, 70, 90, 120.
Seems good.
Huh, maybe it wasn't completely run on that, gas generator. I think it's a gas generator. I wonder what happened to the gun.
You damn fool.
Everything okay?
You two look like you got this all in hand, so, bye.
Oh, poor Poor Sam.
What was that about?
Come on, Tyler, you know what it was about. What else can I look at in here? What's
Found
this?
Marianne's stash. Blueberry, salmonberry. Huh. Birch and fireweed?
Bet it tastes like restricted freedom and 9 p.m. lights out.
Those have definitely gone bad.
As far as I'm concerned, they always were.
I'm not a fan of pickles. I think those are
Does
pickles.
canned food really expire? I mean, it's airtight, right?
Not gonna be the one to test that out.
Honestly, I think all of this is probably best to trash.
What are we gonna do with this wreck?
Take it apart and sell the scrap?
That seems like a good idea.
Be my guest. It sure looks like a pile of junk to me.
Where you see junk, I see dollars. Hey there, little buddy.
Are you cooing at a spider? It had better be a tiny one.
Don't listen to the mean lady. You're an 8-legged beauty.
Anything else to look at before I look at the gun plaque?
Oh man, I'm gonna put together the sweetest toolbox ever.
Ooh, something there.
Preda rep. What's that?
Bear spray?
Ew,
Oh.
what?
Do not spill it on your shoes.
I do sense a story here.
I sense a story.
Well, if by story you mean using it at fireweed to get rid of some rats, and then spilling it on my only pair of shoes, then yes.
Oof. Ooh, what you got?
Hey, it was not funny.
It sounds pretty
What
funny.
did you find?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. That's Carol, Eddie's mom. I've seen other pictures of her, but never this one.
Man, look at Brown. And Marianne. She looks really happy.
Can I?
Careful, the glass is broken.
Are you okay? It stings. Let's go see Mom. But she'll get mad. We weren't even supposed to be here.
Huh. Oh no, am I gonna miss out on examining more things? No. Examine this first.
Alyson,
oh, I can't.
Come here.
Okay, time to follow the
It's gonna get
memory.
infected. I don't want to. She said not to disturb her and Eddie. Where are you going?
Things were different when she was around. We were family, Eddie. How could you do this to me?
Whoa.
Look, I had to make that call.
Whoa.
What are they talking about? I can't figure out what's going on.
I don't know, but I remember that whatever Eddie had to do, whatever that call was about, it was tearing him up.
Tearing him up? He was being a total cop, and Marianne got pissed and threw him out. Here,
Being a
I'm
cop
gonna show you
about
what I
what?
remember. There's more. I can feel it.
I mean, it sounds like Eddie's mom died?
I had to make that call. I was just following the law.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
And this little visit right here? What would the law say about this, huh?
Look, I didn't have to come out here, but I did.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here!
Marianne,
I said get out! Out! What?
She didn't throw the picture at him.
You sure about that? He was being a complete dick.
How can you be sure? We were eavesdropping. We could barely see a thing.
What do you think happened then?
This is interesting.
look. I had to make that call. I was following procedure. What I'm legally required to do.
Then why are you here? pretty sure this isn't procedure.
I wanted you to hear it from me.
Please leave.
Mary Ann, I'm sorry.
Please just go.
Maybe it has nothing to do with Eddie's mother.
How do we keep remembering the same things so differently?
It was a long time ago, and, well, memory's a tricky thing.
Wait, when did that happen?
I'm not sure. I think it was the exact same day she attacked you.
That's what I thought.
Really?
Uncle Eddie said he hadn't seen Marianne for weeks.
Yeah, that was bullshit. And what was all that about following the law? What
He
was
must
he
have
doing
had
there
to
exactly?
report her for something. He must be some kind of mandated reporter.
I don't know. I have no idea. We shouldn't jump to any conclusions.
Look, I know he took care of you, but that doesn't make him incapable of lying.
I can't see him being that cold with Marianne, even if he was being a cop.
I mean, I can, but who knows? I guess memory's a tricky thing, huh?
More?
Get out.
I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think I'm gonna choose Tyler's memory again, since that was a good relationship choice last time.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here. Get off my property right now.
Damn, she shoved him?
So, we agree. Brown came out here and bullied Marianne the same day she attacked us. And then lied about it. Now what?
We go and get a straight answer from him.
Right now?
Yes, I'll go get my car keys.
But what will these mountains of trash do without us?
Fuck the trash.
Man, I missed out on looking at so
I can't believe
much.
Brown lied. I mean, I may not be the guy's biggest fan, but he's always talking about the truth and the law and shit.
Do you have to be so happy about it?
What?
I know you've been waiting for something like this. Something that proves Eddie's an asshole. But gloating about it is really not
I
cool.
mean, everyone's an asshole sometimes.
It's Tina. I gotta take this. Yeah, just a sec. I'm parking the car.
And like... A cab, but considering this is a video game and Eddie it's not real, I'm more
Guess I'll just go
interested
stretch
in
my legs.
just analyzing him.
No, just give me a sec.
Right now,
Okay, Tina, what's going on?
Hi, hon.
right now,
I've got
I
someone who's
think...
super interested in seeing the house.
Oh, that's amazing. When?
They're just in the area for a couple of days, so they'd like to come by day after tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not sure it'll be ready.
Hun, this guy is very motivated, but I know he's looking at other properties. And it's not like you've had people breaking down the door.
I appreciate that, but we've kind of got a lot going on over here.
Did I mention it would be an all-cash offer?
Oh, that's tempting. It's not the right time.
It's not the right time.
A cash offer, Alyson.
I'm sorry, but it'll be a total mess. I don't want to waste anyone's time.
Okay, well, you tell me when you're ready.
Huh. Well, I think I just made Tina's shit list.
That's too bad, but... It's really not, and how can they get all this done in like a day? Wait, does that sign to... It does say to fight back vigorously. I feel like we might be about to have a bear encounter, so I think I'm actually gonna read this. Can they die in a bear attack?
Whose votes are you looking to win out here, Tom? The Bears? Looks like you found a nice spot.
We've been here before, right?
I
feel
also
like I've
realized...
been here before.
I also realized I probably should have poked around to try to find Officer Gregg's password at the police station. But, too late now.
So, Tina?
Tina West, our realtor.
Oh, that Tina. What'd she need?
She had someone who wanted to see the house, but he could only come by day after tomorrow.
And you told her no?
Yeah. We need more time than that, to get things cleaned up and,
Thanks. But what if it's the only call we get?
And I guess we just grow old and lose our minds in that fucking house.
Sounds like a plan.
I think they could probably
Tina
sell it
called,
to Sam
you were
if all
talking.
else fails.
Yeah?
I'm not happy your foster father fucked up.
Oh yeah? Because you sure sounded like
He
it.
hid information about Marianne.
I know! You just don't have to rub it in.
I get it. You're always gonna side with him over me.
Come on, that's not
That's
fair.
obviously
Then why do you
not
keep
true.
doing it?
This town, these people, they're just memories to you. But it's my home, Tyler. My friends, my family. And as much as I want answers, I'd rather not lay waste to my entire life to get them.
Maybe they should just move
I
on.
didn't come here to ruin your life, Alyson. I just want some answers.
I know. That's why we're doing all this, right?
I'm gonna try to prompt a productive conversation. Is bringing up Eddie gonna be productive? They need to talk about shit.
Uncle Eddie warned me about this, but I didn't listen.
Oh yeah? What did Uncle Eddie have to say?
Just that we've led pretty different lives. We might
Gotta
not
get them
really see eye to
talking
eye like we
honestly.
used to.
Ah, I see. Chief Brown said you shouldn't trust me, so you don't. Got it.
Oh, come on. I didn't say that. Is that really what you think?
I don't know. It's just that ever since I got back, I felt like I was crashing your party.
Well, that's all in your head, Ty. I'm not sure what else to say.
I hope that was alright. How do I get them to move
Hey,
here?
you feeling this?
Oh.
Found you! North Star! Okay, now you're the star and I'm the compass. Okay, and don't cheat.
Hide and seek?
I know you were sending me fake hints last time. I did not. Yes, you did. Okay, I won't do it again.
You were always accusing me of cheating.
Because you totally did.
It was a cool game. Guessing where you were just by feeling what you felt.
Huh. I'm not sure what to go with here. Well, I've been trying to get them to talk honestly. Maybe I should try to get them to talk about how lonely they were.
No one else could play it with us.
That was the beauty of it.
For real? You never wanted any other friends?
No, not really. I mean, we had each other. That was enough for me.
So, not too disappointed I turned down our chance to be billionaires?
Nah, all that money would have made me soft. And I've spent way too many years polishing my edgy side. You were right to call me out earlier. I was being a jerk about Eddie.
I'm all for enjoying the wins as they come, but maybe not at the expense of my father figure.
I'll try my best.
He's obviously, Eddie, I mean, is obviously trying to protect them, but...
So I have to warn you, I'm not sure we're getting any answers out of Eddie.
He won't have a choice. We're not 10 years old anymore.
I'm gonna go with he's overprotective.
He
does
tries to
seem
protect
like
me
it.
from everything.
Occupational hazard.
He was always so worried about how I was left out at school, so he'd make me throw these huge birthday parties and invite everyone.
And they'd all have to show up because you were the chief's daughter?
Bingo. But then they didn't actually talk to me, so I felt like a stranger in my own house.
I know the feeling.
That sucks.
Hey!
What's over
Look
here?
what I found!
Is this gonna be another memory? Aww.
Aha! I knew it was still here.
I knew we'd been here before. We claimed it as part of the Ronan kingdom.
And it still is. All it needs is a little update.
What are you doing?
What I wanted to do back then, but I didn't have the guts. There, looking better already.
You're right. Way better.
Do I get to see? I'm assuming he tried to turn the O into a T. No. Got an achievement for that too.
So, what's the plan?
We go
They have to
inside
try to
and calmly
find-
ask Eddie why he was there that day.
Alright.
If they need proof, they need to try to find the report he had to make.
Let's try to let him get his side of the story out. Okay?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I understand, Mr. Barrow. I'll be sure to let him know. Yes, I have it all written down. Have a good day, Mr. Barrow. Morning, Missy.
How do you get stuck working reception?
Rose
Oh,
called in
where's
sick
Tyler?
this morning. I'm covering for her while I try to get my paperwork done.
Investigating
What are you doing here?
to do.
Just checking in with Uncle Eddie.
I'm guessing from the identical features that this is Tyler?
Tyler, Denise, Denise, Tyler.
Wilson, could you tell Officer Vincenzi that I'll be... Oh, good morning, Alyson.
Hi, Uncle.
I'm gonna take Dr. Torres' statement. No need for Vincenzi to come back to the station.
Anything to
He
investigate?
doesn't seem like he's in the best of moods.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but he's been a little off all day. Good luck.
What's this?
Tyler.
You don't have to whisper. You're in my head.
Right. Apparently Eddie's not in a great mood, so what we said outside goes double.
Oh, hello, kids.
Hello, middle-aged adult.
I wonder
You said
if we're gonna have,
during the
like,
incident?
Yes, she was.
I'll need her information too then. Can you give me her name and
a
date of birth?
scene with each
Isabella
adult
Henderson,
character,
July 16,
each chapter.
2009.
Henderson. Different last name?
Yes, her father's.
Doesn't look like there's anything new.
Oh
What's
boy.
that?
Fire drills. Everybody's favorite way to slack off.
Hey, is that your desk? Huh? I didn't think so. Move
Hey,
on.
it's just out.
Sorry.
I feel
Says
like
here
I
you work
shouldn't
at Collingwood
interrupt
Hospital?
Eddie.
That's right.
Tyler,
Hey.
you ready?
He speaks. How's Delos treating you so far?
Let's go with happy to see Alyson.
It's been good to see Alyson.
She's been talking nonstop about you lately. I know she's happy to have you here. Hey, been meaning to say, Alyson showed us that article you wrote for the Juneau Daily last year. You were spot on. The state needs to be giving way more money to youth centers. Fireweed was lucky to have you.
I'm gonna go with I loved working with those kids.
Thanks. I spent a lot of time fighting for more outdoor activities. Made some enemies in the administration over that one. But the first time those kids summited Mount Roberts, man, they were so proud. It felt great.
I know exactly what you mean. volunteer sometimes with the JCE. Give lectures about police work, lead group talks when I can.
What's the JCE?
JCE?
You know, Juno Coalition for Equality.
Oh.
Oh. That is awesome.
Wait, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't mean to preach, but the kids in those groups, be it Fireweed or the JCE, they need people who really understand them. People who know where they're coming from and will fight for what they need. Anyways, sorry for the rant.
I kind of wish I'd gone with, do your colleagues know?
Chief Brown's taking a statement, but you might be able to snag him when he's done.
Could you go through the...
The JCE was on that poster in Tyler's room at Fireweed, weren't they?
Isabella asked to come with me, so I helped her into her coat and boots before we went out. We stepped outside.
I feel like interrupting Eddie is
But
gonna
she spotted it anyway.
hurt our relationship with him.
Something
Tyler,
was
you
going
ready?
through our mailbox. My back was to it because
I guess I'm
was sure.
supposed to.
But Isabella is certain of what she saw. She says it was a little kid. Around her size. She shouted at them, but by the time I turned around, they were gone.
A little kid.
That's what she said.
Is the mailbox thief a little
stripes.
kid?
What about you? Are you sure you didn't see anything?
No. I'm sorry.
I guess I can
Morning,
look him
Chief
up
Brown.
now.
Good morning, Tyler.
Hey, could we talk to you in private? It's a little urgent.
Can you excuse me for a second, Dr. Torres? What's going on, you two?
We had a few more questions about our mother.
Look, now's not the best time.
Well, maybe we can come back later then?
Excuse me. Come on. Guys, I'm understaffed today. I've got a receptionist out sick, an officer dealing with personal issues. I need to finish taking this woman's statement, and I don't have time to chat right now.
We were just hoping for some answers.
Well, I don't know what more you think I'm going to say. I already told you everything. I need to get back to this complaint. Sorry, guys.
Well, they can just stand there till he's done.
Oh, I hate when he's stubborn like that. So what now?
Of course, Miss Torres.
We get the truth ourselves.
Well, he's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves. Where do you think they'd stash her file?
I don't know. The archive room? Maybe Eddie's office? Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
Where's his...
Go big or go home. Man, for the stalwart moose, he's being real untruthful.
What are you two up to over there? Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. We're just, I was just telling Tyler where the upstairs bathroom is. Tyler, help me out here.
Oh, yeah. Toilet emergency, lake water, you know, Mother Nature's juice cleanse.
There's a bathroom just past the break room. Behind you. First door on your right.
Forget it, Tyler. There's no way we're getting upstairs out in the open like this. It's too suspicious. There must be another way up.
There was a fire drill notice on Vincenzi's desk. Are there any kind of fire exits?
Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that? Lobby, now.
Now, let's take a look at the map.
Let's see.
Two main entrances. Stairs up there.
It opens up to a staircase on the side of the building, but it'll definitely be locked from the inside. If one of us were to create a diversion, the other could slip upstairs and open the door. And since you're the troublemaker, I nominate you as the one to make a scene.
Wait, really?
Got a better idea?
Do I have a better idea? Not really.
Not really.
And I don't want Alyson to have to blow her relationships. What's the plan here? Something with a light switch?
Probably can't trip the circuit breaker. breaker, but I could turn the lights off.
Just go. Improvise.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Oh, oops.
Tyler.
Do I just wait for a signal from Alyson?
I'm in position.
What now?
Turn right when you exit the station and follow the side of the building. The staircase will be right there.
You head now?
Yeah, I need a smoke.
You should think about quitting. Only gets harder the longer you do it.
Yeah, I know.
While you're at it, get your sister to stop too.
Crisp winter air.
Okay, by the door. Come on.
Those garbage cans are like the opposite of bear-proof. You know, it's actually really unhealthy for animals to eat our trash.
Simmer down. We don't have time for a ranger rant. And I've got the well.
Shit.
Where are you?
Right here. Open the door.
Oh, I probably almost got spotted there.
Quick, get in. Oh God, what did I just do?
You took control of your destiny. Own it.
Was this a good idea? I mean, it is just a video game, so... Oh, I thought the archive room would be locked. Let's start with Eddie's office. I don't really care about that. Is this relevant?
Looks like this is where Brown keeps all his personal mail.
Department budgets, but 0 case files.
Looks like he's working with the Office of Child Services on the case.
None of our business.
Yeah, I don't want to look at anything that isn't relevant.
You applied to a summer drama program back in 2009?
I did, but they rejected me.
Oh.
Michael and I were supposed to go together. He went, but I was stuck here for the summer with no one but Justin Beaver for company.
Why is Brown on a first-name basis with the director of Fireweed? Oh.
What'd you find?
That's
It's an invoice.
interesting.
Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan. The Fireweed
Eddie's been
administration
paying
would
for
like to
his
thank
stuff.
you for all of the support you've given us over the years.
I knew Eddie pulled some strings to send you there, but that's a lot of money.
More backdoors and secret moves.
Maybe he didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
Well, now I feel like I'm in his debt.
He probably didn't want Tyler to feel like that. I feel a little bad going through
Dallas
his
Police
stuff.
Force is getting a new officer.
Finally.
This guy has a record, and not a short one. Why is he even in the running?
Shh. Eddie has a really hard time hiring people out here. I don't think he has a choice.
There's always a choice.
Eddie literally said there's always a choice. The moose.
Huh. Hey, you.
What's
Though
this?
we are destined to burn, we emerge as stardust.
Is that? Oh no.
Is that something Alyson
Oh,
drew?
yes.
Burn it. Burn it with fire.
Though
Too obvious.
we are destined to
Burn it with fire.
Brown really wants everyone to know what a fine, upstanding citizen he is, doesn't he?
He's a genuinely good person. And saying that here makes me feel even worse.
Yeah. I guess I'll take a quick look at this.
How old is Brown?
38.
Oh, wow. Graduated really
Huh.
young.
Youngest officer to ever join the DCPD.
So he took in Alyson when he was 18?
Are you sure you checked all the emails?
Emails. I didn't realize I could look at his computer. That makes sense, though. What's this? No, it's more about the new officer. Request case
Brown looked at
file.
our file this morning.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
I don't know. But there's a reference number. R68653.
I really hope the game writes that down somewhere because I will not remember. Hi, Chief. Regarding your request this morning about the Ronan case R68653, it hasn't been digitized yet, so you can find the paper originals in the archives for other references about the case. Transcripts of phone calls have been taken out, but you can find the digitized calls through the appendix. Let me know if you need anything else, Thomas Arbor. It sounds like he's planning to talk to them about it.
Huh.
What's this from Tom?
Tom invited Eddie over for dinner?
Oh, yeah. He's been trying way too hard to get Eddie's endorsement.
Does he? Support Tom?
He preferred staying neutral.
Good morning, Chief. Tessa and I would love to have you over for dinner on Thursday night. And I know you cannot say no to her roasted salmon. I didn't catch it myself, but it's this morning's catch. Looking forward to seeing you, Thomas Vecchi. Huh, I wonder if Sam caught it. You hit reply all, Sherlock. J. Greggs to the other police officer. Man who pissed in her cereal this morning. Okay, I'm not reading this in the right order, obviously, but... Subject, Nacho Mama. People, we are all adults here. Whoever keeps leaving dirty dishes in the sink better learn to clean after themselves, or I will personally stuff said culprit into the washer so they can see how it works. Sincerely, Maria Olivar. Man who pissed in her cereal this morning. You hit reply all, Sherlock.
One of
That's
his
really
emails mentioned
funny.
the archives. That's gotta be where our file is.
Surely at this point it'd be better to talk to him? They asked for their file. It looks like he was trying to get it for them. I'm gonna keep being a sneaky, crafty goblin, though. Oh, it needs a code.
Please tell me you know what the code is.
To the highly confidential police archive?
Then, how am I supposed to open the door?
I spent hours playing next to this room. I'd see people go inside all the time. The keypad does this little tune. Dum-da-dee-doo.
Seriously?
Go on, try.
Okay, well, the most worn buttons are 6014. I'm gonna guess a birthday. Da. Dum. Do. D.
I don't think that's the right order.
Dum. Da. D. Do.
Yes.
They're so gonna get caught.
Looks like they're finally going digital.
Oh, that's right. I remember Eddie complaining about this. They're gonna have
That's
to
gonna be a
resort
lot of work.
everything.
Great.
They've digitized their closed files, but only the ones before 1990.
Meaning?
Meaning our file is still somewhere in those boxes.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
We have scattered case files and a half-done sorting system.
Yep. This is gonna be so fun for you. I'm gonna go keep a lookout.
Okay, I was about to say maybe
Why do I
one
have
of
to be
them
the one
should
stuck
keep
with
a
box
lookout.
duty?
I feel like Allison's less likely to get in
Because
trouble
if
for
anyone
being
sees
up
me,
here.
I'll have a better excuse for being there. Reach out if you need anything. R68653. Look it up.
Look it up,
Okay.
she says. Okay.
Maybe Eddie found something in the file that he thought would upset them, and that's why he hasn't just told them that he's looking into it and will talk to them later. Or maybe he's just being a cop in a bad mood.
653.
05R68.
Here we go.
I'm guessing that refers to 2005.
Looks like a step-by-step record of the investigation.
Okay, I'm gonna have to read all of this. Chronological record, investigation, case number 68-653, 030105. 2335. Notified by my partner officer Christian Holt of accident at 12 Canary Road, Delos Crossing, AK 77477. White female identified as Mary Ann Ronan. Date of birth 07/08/1964, falling over deck into lake. Audio recorded tape number 36359 and 36360, Brown. 2258, Holt and I arrive at the scene, briefed by Patrol Officer J. Chan, number 5622 of incident, Brown. 2307, located witnesses, minor's name redacted Ronan and minor's name redacted Ronan. Date of birth 03/07/94. So it happened a few days before their birthday. Children of Mary Ann Ronan. Couldn't get a statement from them as they were under dire stress and shock. The children were taken under the care of Patrol Officer J. Chan Brown. 2341, coroner investigation, T. Dickens arrived at scene. Rolled prints of victim, crime lab tech O. Tully. 5629 at scene. Completed photographs of scene and recovered an unlicensed Rassler 3121 shotgun. Bullets recovered from location, barn, Brown. Interesting.
Well?
So far, I'm not seeing anything we didn't know already. It does reference some other files and audio recordings, though.
You might be able to look those up on the computer. Even if our file hasn't been digitized yet, they may already have it in the appendix.
The email did reference digitized phone calls in the appendix. March 2nd, 2005. 0023, coroner took possession of body. 23 past midnight. Coroner took possession of body. Cleared scene, Brown. 0104, interviewed children at station. Stated that after minor's name redacted, Ronan's hair was cut short by sister. I'm just gonna start saying Alyson and Tyler. Stated that after Tyler Ronan's hair was cut short by sister Alyson Ronan, Mary Ann Ronan threatened Tyler Ronan with a gun. When Tyler Ronan fled from her, she pursued child to the docks. Tyler Ronan, I'm guessing it's Tyler's name there, even though we know the truth. Tyler Ronan stabbed Mary Ann Ronan, who was still threatening the child before falling over into the water. Witnesses state they called 911 shortly after. Brown. 0630, canvassed crime scene. Did not recover pair of scissors claimed by one of the Ronans. Brown. 030405. Presented this case to DA B. Cruz, charged Tyler Ronan with homicide, case number TA 66585. Brown. Okay, that seems to be everything there. I hope there's a reminder of what that recording was called.
Alright, I'm in. You can search by keywords. What should I look for?
I don't know. Mary Ann Ronan? March 1st, 2005?
Ooh. Okay, how do I, Okay, here we go. Let's start with this one. Storage 05R61889. 24-hour homicide report, victim information, and crime summary. Where do I find these? The autopsy report, storage... Oh, okay. More boxes, I guess. 05R62... 766. MA Ronan personal information and rap sheet. Rap sheet? 05R61, that's something. Crime report. Report of homicide. Victim, name, Mary Ann Ronan. Race, Caucasian. Gender, F. Height, 5'6". Weight, 138 pounds. Age, 41. Date of birth, July 8th, 1964. Driver's license number, no way that's relevant. No foreign languages. Unemployed. Location of occurrence, 12 Canary Road, Delos Crossing, Alaska. Date and time of occurrence, March 1st, 2005, 2200 hours, 10 p.m.? Date and time reported to PD. March 1st, 2005, about 2.5 hours later. No, half an hour later. On dock at Lakeside, victim threatened her child with a gun. Child stabbed her with a pair of scissors. Victim subsequently fell into lake. Reporting employees, initial, last name, serial number, DIC detail. Edward Brown, C. Holt, both detectives, involved persons. R1? Not sure what R1 means, but I'm guessing that's Tyler because W probably stands for witness. Combined evidence report, item 1, quantity 1, article shotgun, serial number 3594-355, registered owner. It was Sam's gun. I was wondering if it was Sam's gun. That makes sense. The bear gifted her a sword.
I found a summary of everything. Wow, this is a real detective novel. Brown's quite the wordsmith.
He's not a writer, Tyler.
Narrative. Crime summary. On March 1st, 2005, at around 2200, the victim, Marianne Ronan, a 41-year-old white female, exited her home and entered her garage to start loading a Rassler 3121 9mm shotgun. Shortly after, her child, Tyler Ronan, 11 years old, entered the garage to display a new haircut given by sister Alyson Ronan. According to witness, one of them, Ronan's statement, when she saw the child's haircut, Marianne became enraged and threatened Tyler with shotgun. Tyler Ronan fled the garage towards the lake, calling for help. Marianne followed, still armed, out onto the dock on the southern side of the property. Hello, cat. Hearing the noise, witness Alyson Ronan also came out of the house towards the dock where she observed Tyler Ronan under threat from Marianne defend themselves by stabbing mother with a pair of scissors. At that time, both witnesses state Marianne Ronan lost consciousness and fell into the lake. At 2229, Dulles Crossing Police Department Officer Christian Holt, number 55899, received a phone call from minor's name redacted Ronan detailing the incident. Patrol Officer J. Chan, 5622, was dispatched to the scene. Upon arrival, they set up a containment of the scene, began a crime scene log, and started tending to both juveniles, minor's name redacted and minor's name redacted Ronan. See their statements for further description. Notification of detectives. On March 1st, 2005, Officer Christian Holt notified his partner Eddie Brown by telephone of the incident before being dispatched to the scene. Investigation. Holt and Brown arrived at the scene at 22:58 hours. They noted the crime scene was located entirely outdoors. Canary Road is a... Oh, Cannery. Not Canary? I'm gonna keep saying Canary. Canary Road is a secluded road mostly comprised of a few residential cottages. Detectives observed a loaded Rassler shotgun on the dock. No rounds had been discharged. They directed forensics personnel to recover items. Detectives were directed to witnesses, Tyler and Marianne Ronan. Detectives were directed to witnesses Tyler and Alyson Ronan. I don't know why I keep calling her Marianne. Witness, minors are redacted. Ronan stated that she heard screaming while she was upstairs in her bedroom. She ran down the stairs and looked over the kitchen window and saw her sibling and their mother, Marianne, on the docks. Marianne was threatening her child with her gun. Minor's name redacted tried to run away, but Marianne threatened that she was going to shoot. According to both witnesses, she stated, "I'm going to kill you." Maybe it was accurate. Oh, I wasn't sure if that particular line in the flashback was accurate because of how echoey and distant it sounded. But if they both heard it, it seems more likely. Minor's name redacted Ronan then stabbed Marianne Ronan with a pair of scissors, trying to escape. Marianne Ronan then fell into the water unconscious. Evidence. Item number 1, Rassler 3121 9mm. Refer to forensics report for further details. Interesting. Also, I appreciate that they're not, dead naming or referring to Tyler with feminine terms, even though it's the past. Oh, my cat wants. Is there another O5R? Is this it?
There might be other references on the computer.
Oh. Ronan children. Crime report.
Been there. Done that.
Ronan's sentencing court order.
Okay.
I already looked at this one, didn't I?
Okay, here it is. Well, that's a picture I definitely don't want to keep.
Order for temporary detention or placement in the Superior Court for the State of Alaska, AT, in the matter of extended placement of minor's name redacted Ronan, case number 6865DL, a minor under 18 years of age. Order for detention or placement. Date of birth, March 7th, 1994. Hearing held on March 16th, 2005. 11 years old then. Having found probable cause to support the pending petition, or the minor having been determined delinquent or in violation of a probation/conduct agreement. What does that refer to? The court finds, by preponderance of the evidence, that detention or placement outside of the home of a parent or guardian is necessary to protect the minor or others. It is ordered that the minor is committed to custody of the Division of Juvenile Justice, DJJ, for detention in a locked or secure facility, such as Fireweed Residential Center for Troubled Youth. DJJ has discretion to release the minor without further court order. Other orders. The above is supported by the oral findings entered on record and contained in the clerk notes, or as otherwise noted below. Order for detention or placement. Recommended on March 18th, 2005. Superior Court Master A. Benjamin, Superior Court Judge Erica Wright. I certify that a copy of this order was sent to DJJ Minor Attorney Parent Guardian. What else do I need to look for?
Shit. Eddie's coming up the stairs.
Oh shit.
What do I do?
Stall him.
No shit, Sherlock.
Get him in his office, I think.
Tell him you need to talk in his office.
Okay, I read the crime report, but not the autopsy. O5R62. There is no O5R62. I give up. The autopsy report isn't that important, I don't think. What else?
Here.
I already read the crime report. What's this? 0501. 0501. I don't see a 0501. What else is there? Ronan children recording?
Delos Crossing Police Department.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
It's my mom. She fell in the water and she's not coming up.
Okay, where are you now?
Home. We're home.
Are you alone? Where's your dad?
It's just me and my sister.
All right, honey, can you give me your address?
12 Cannery Road.
Oh, it is Cannery.
Just stay right where you are, okay? We're sending someone out to help you.
Don't hang up.
Okay. Okay, I've seen almost everything. Here the tags.
Bingo.
0501.
Reference.
Oh, here it is. How did I not see it?
Jesus. Unbelievable. Brown reported Marianne to Child Services. What? Where
What
are you?
for?
What's going on?
Child Services. Edward Brown Ronan family deposition. This was in January. What did she do? I think I just need the autopsy report. 05R62.
I need to check.
Oh? Oh, no wonder I couldn't find it. This must have been the one Eddie was already looking at.
Okay. She drowned? What? The stab
What?
wasn't fatal.
The stab wound wasn't. Autopsy Class A, date March 2nd, 2005, time 9:30 a.m. Dr. Gray, final on. Same date by Dr. Gray, 42 female. Dead on arrival post-drowning, 1 stab wound. Blood work, evidence of freshwater inhalation. Natural suicide, homicide checked. If other than natural causes, how did injury occur? With scissors, victim then fell over dock into freezing lake water. Was operation performed for any condition stated above? No. Toxicological analysis ordered, screen alcohol, carbon monoxide. They didn't check for carbon monoxide, which is one of my theories. I feel like there might be one more thing. Marianne recording. Oh, Marianne and Child Service. March 1st, Eddie Brown.
Got something.
Oh.
This is Officer Eddie Brown.
Hello, Officer Brown. This is Simone Prue from the Office of Child Services.
Hello, Mrs. Prue.
I'm calling about the Ronan family. I just wanted to let you know that we will be moving forward with the case.
I see.
Is there anyone additional we should interview while we're in the area?
Yeah, Samuel Kansky is a close friend of the family.
Uh-huh. K-A-N-S...
K-Y.
Great. Your caseworker, Sandy Black, will be arriving on March 5th. She'll drop by the station first thing in the morning.
Mrs. Prue, how worried should we be?
I really can't say until I have a full picture of the situation.
Of course. Well, have a good afternoon, Mrs. Prue.
You too, sir.
I just listened to Brown chatting with OCS. He really did it. He reported her.
What if he was just a go-between? He might not have had a choice. We need to keep digging.
Okay, let's try Sam Kansky, Child Service. Sam Kansky, Eddie Brown. Marianne, Child Service. Ronan Children, Child Service. Hospital discharge. In January. 05R68.
Reference it.
Wait, that's 05.
Here we go.
Okay, I can't always rely on the first few.
Huh. Why is that here?
St. Meadow Clinic. Juno. Patient last name Ronan. Concussion. Oh, it's from when Tyler fell out of the tree. Is that when that happened? Hospital release. I, patient name or legal guardian Tessa Vecchi, hereby release St. Meadow Clinic from liability following the patient as per terms of this release agreement. I have read and understood this hospital release form. What does this have to do with a complaint? Did he not get that concussion falling out of that tree? Because this report is from January. Why would Eddie have to report her for that? I'm sure he is a mandated reporter. I would be shocked if police officers are not mandated reporters.
Look for that.
Here.
Incident?
Bingo.
Theft report and child neglect report. 2001-201.
There. Wait, what the hell? Tessa accused her of child neglect.
Dallas Crossing Police Department Summary Incident Report. Report number, incident information, incident code. Theft. January 31st, 2005. Reported the next day. Report filed from tracking number, location of occurrence. Approved by Eddie Brown. Location type store, shoplifting. Person reporting is Tessa. Street name. Person reported Marianne Ronan. Dated action, date written. Narrative. On January 31st, 2005, at approximately 10:45 a.m., Marianne Ronan entered Betty Vecchi, owned by Thomas and Tessa Vecchi. Mrs. Vecchi stated that she observed Ronan browse the aisles for approximately 10 minutes while chatting distractedly with her. Mrs. Vecchi stated that she was behind the cash register and did not have direct eye contact on Ronan at all times. Vecchi stated that after those 10 minutes, Ronan asked Vecchi if she had any organic mosquito incense in stock. Vecchi informed Ronan that she did not, but stated she believed this demand was odd due to the winter season. Ronan then left without purchasing anything else. Vecchi then stated that after approximately 5 minutes, she walked back through the aisle where Ronan had been and discovered a missing box of detergent. Vecchi states that she had very recently restocked the shelves and no one else had been in the store that morning. Vecchi stated that she has suspected Ronan of shoplifting before in the past, notably while in the company and possibly with the aid of Ronan's 2 children. Vecchi stated that she also had reason to suspect Ronan to be guilty of child neglect. They don't eat and are exposed to all kinds of inappropriate influences. Is that about the Raising Your Transgender Child book? Vecchi believed it is possible some form of abuse may be occurring in the home. The they don't eat is concerning, but that inappropriate influences might just be the Raising Your Trans Child book.
I need to get moving.
I know. Am I done looking at stuff?
I'm sorry, Tyler.
I'm done looking at stuff.
He's coming your way.
Hide.
Get out.
Fuck.
Uncle, we didn't mean to.
I'm not gonna repeat myself.
You're a goddamn hypocrite.
I said move it.
Hey! Get off me!
Rather spend the night here? Come on!
I said don't fucking touch me!
Go on. And consider yourselves lucky you're family.
Oh. I really want to try to talk to him.
You're right. Family. And for Alyson's sake, we should talk.
About what?
We saw our file. We know about social services. Why? Why did you turn your back on her? Why did Tessa?
What happened? It must be something they've blocked out.
Yeah, you're right. We need to talk. The winter before your mother's death was hard. Delos Crossing was snowed in for months. Most roads were closed and plane supplies were scarce. Everyone was struggling.
Especially Marianne.
Yeah. She was always just scraping by. And that winter left nothing to scrape up. Even if locals had found time to help her. I'm not sure your mother would have accepted.
So Tessa came to you?
You're saying Tessa reported our mother because she was having supply issues?
Tessa came to me because she was honestly concerned.
Right.
I was legally required to report Tessa's complaint, even if I didn't agree.
I don't want to be too inflammatory, because I don't want
So
him
you
to
took her
clam
word
up.
for it and called child services.
Failure to provide adequate food, lack of appropriate supervision, inattention to a child's psychological care. Like it or not, she had a case.
What?
What does
It's
that?
bullshit.
What does inattention to a child's
following the
psychological
law,
care
then.
mean?
Right.
Is that why you
I
came
mean,
over
Tyler
that day
said it.
before she died?
The law is
You felt
not
shitty, didn't you?
always
That's why you
jealous,
broke the
but what-
procedure?
I had to warn her that it was happening and that it wasn't looking good. An assessment worker had been assigned and started doing background checks.
Background checks?
What else was I supposed to do?
What was in her background check?
I thought always telling each other the truth was our #1 rule.
Still is, little moose.
And yet you still lied.
I didn't want you two putting yourselves through unnecessary hurt.
I knew
But
it.
you're adults and that was your choice to make. I'm truly sorry.
Thank you, Uncle.
I do kinda think that's bullshit. Is calling him out the right move here? I still think there's something he's not telling. Or is Tyler gonna be defending Marianne? Does Marianne deserve defense here? Yeah, inadequate food isn't great, but that doesn't sound like it was an issue of, like, Marianne personally neglecting that. Is that why Eddie taught them to fish? That seems like it was before this. I don't want to miss out on more here. Part of this game's rating is references to drugs. I wonder if Marianne was doing drugs. She did look pretty out of it in that flashback. Getting fiery hasn't been the right move so far, except with Sam. And the fact that it was Sam's gun is crazy. Is there a reason Marianne didn't have her own gun? She could have bought one from the Vecchies. What was in that background check? I think I'm gonna keep being calm if only for Alyson's sake.
Just like that, huh? Must be nice to have a daughter who lets you off the hook that easy.
Okay, it's still kind of a call-out, but it's not too
Eddie,
harsh.
you keep trying to
What
point your finger at Tessa.
isn't he telling them?
You have to take responsibility for your part in our mother's death.
I've asked myself over and over for the past 10 years what I could have done different. I know I made a big mistake with you two here. And you've got every right to be angry. Being a father, well, it's a pretty tough job. I've tried my best. And I'd like to try my best with you two.
No, he was 28 when
You
he
want
took Alyson in. I don't know if Tyler needs a father figure at this point. He probably does. Should it be Eddie? I think, again, if only for Alyson's sake, I'm gonna go with we could get there with time. Because it's not a promise, but it's also not an outright rejection.
I'm open to getting there. But it's gonna take some time before we're a big, happy family.
I respect that. It's hard work rebuilding trust. But you've got a place here whenever you need it.
That's nice. I still think there's stuff he's not telling them. Is there stuff I missed in the archive?
No.
Absolutely not.
All right, I'm really gonna have to kick you out now.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Oh, yeah. Them as wicked as they get. Tyler, what's up?
I want to talk about the fireweed
So,
invoice, I
I
think.
saw the invoice from Fireweed.
When you were going through my stuff?
Right.
We don't have to talk about it.
Oh, actually, no. I'm not gonna let you tough guy your way out of this. You didn't have to do that, but you did. And
That was really
going
nice
to
of him.
Fireweed was everything. So, thank you. Okay?
Okay, Tyler. You're welcome.
I guess I'll apologize.
I feel like I owe you an apology.
Oh, yeah? What for? Breaking and entering? Invasion of privacy?
Sorry. It was messed up.
Don't worry about it. Apology accepted. Just don't ever pull that shit again.
Alright, I guess we'll see him around.
Well, see you around then?
You know where to find me.
Should we go?
What? What did I miss?
Got a lot of paperwork to get through. We'll catch up later, okay?
What did I miss? Did I take too long?
Well, that went better than I was afraid it would.
Man, they're really lucky they're just getting away with that.
Long story.
Hey, you know the drill. Chin up.
Yeah. Chin up, stand tall.
Atta girl. I could use a beer.
It's noon.
Which means that by the time I drink one, it'll be afternoon. I can't be expected to enjoy my pulled pork sandwich without a cold one. Are we still on for lunch tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. I'll text you.
Are we just leaving? The game probably won't let me leave if I'm not done here.
Alyson,
What?
Why is Alyson angry?
you feel like shit.
How can you tell?
Because I feel like shit. What are we gonna do about Tessa?
Nothing. Look, we're not gonna do anything. That's enough, Tyler. Talk to Tessa? Why? What are you looking for? What are you expecting her to say?
I thought she loved us.
Really?
Chief Brown, is it true? Is she?
Another memory?
Oh my God. Children,
Tessa. Tessa, you need to leave. Come on, kids.
everything is going to be all right, okay? You're going to be okay, I promise.
Go home. You can't be here right now.
Oh God. Oh God.
Is that really what happened? I've been going with Tyler's memories this whole time, but... Cold case. Discover intel about Marianne's past and her death.
Where is everybody?
Tessa's gotta be around somewhere.
So we are gonna talk to Tessa.
I think I'm hearing something.
Well, at least we know the entire world didn't vanish. But given who is here, we can't count out the rapture quite yet.
Oh, it's
I need to take a breather.
It's
I'm gonna
Alex
do a bit of shopping.
from the...
You look for Tessa, okay?
From the ferry.
On it.
Okay, Tyler again.
Just as I was finishing up, what do I see? A big old bull moose staring.
Hey guys, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Oh, hey! Tyler, from the boat, right?
Huh. We keep bumping into each other, don't we? What were you guys talking about?
I don't think you'd be interested.
You two just can't stay away, huh?
Unfortunately, we're looking for Tessa again.
She took off about half an hour ago. Sorry.
Is Tom busy?
He's been in the office all morning, so who knows? But it's Tom, so it's probably safe to interrupt him.
Do you know if Tessa's gonna be back soon?
I don't know if she's even coming back. No one tells me anything.
That's gotta be frustrating. I wonder if Alexander has anything
Doing some shopping
to say.
Just looking for the woman who runs the place.
The shopkeeper's wife? Can't say I've seen her around.
Have a nice day, sir.
I wonder if he's relevant.
I thought you were working at the diner today.
No, I switched shifts because I wanted to get some sleep. But it turns out I was also scheduled to work at the store today.
Michael, how do you always end up double booked?
Because I'm too much of a badass to read a schedule.
You're gonna work yourself to death, you know?
Yeah, well, I can't really turn the money down. The security deposit is gonna be a bitch.
I have no idea how I'm gonna get my half together. Selling blood's a thing, right?
Selling blood? I think you get paid for donating plasma.
What do you mean? We've got enough signatures. It should have at least been enough to stall construction while we figure out our next move. Well, why don't we schedule a meeting with the Alaska Wildlife Foundation? Try to get their support. Look, Harold, I have to go. We can pick this up at the meeting. I should be on my way over soon.
I wonder if Alexander's the muskrat.
Hello, Tyler.
He
Can I
doesn't
help you?
seem super scummy, but also I know nothing about him.
Hey, I hope this isn't a bad time, but is Tessa around today?
She had to step out for a family matter. This wouldn't be something I could help with, would it?
Yeah, maybe, actually.
Maybe.
We were over at the police station and we took a look at Marianne's case file.
Okay.
Let's be direct.
Tessa reported Marianne to social services. Did you know?
Vaguely. But I didn't get
Vaguely.
involved. I didn't think I really had anything to add.
You never thought to mention it?
Behavior.
Well, now, I'm not sure how a thing like that would have come up. And I didn't want to rub salt in any wounds.
Huh. How about when we were in the store yesterday asking about it point blank?
That was between you and Tessa. I try to stay out of other people's affairs.
Why was Tessa at the
Why
station?
did Tessa come to the police station that night?
She was looking for you two. To make sure you were okay.
Why was
When
she-
she heard what happened, she was
How
a
did she
mess.
hear that
How
fast?
exactly did she hear about it so fast?
Can't remember
Thank you,
who
Alyson.
called, but you know how it is. No news travels faster than a secret. Everyone knew 5 minutes after Brown was on his way out.
Maybe talking to Tom will prompt Tessa to come
Okay.
back.
Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry if you felt resistance from people around here.
To put it mildly.
Alyson, you know this better than anybody. But your mother's death left a scar on this community. Now, I won't claim we went through anything close to what you did, but it was a cruel reminder of the limits of trust.
I'm gonna tell them they need the truth.
Well, if we want to get past the limits of trust, we all need to face what happened, which means being completely honest about it.
We all want to find peace, kids. It's just harder for some people to talk about the past. Now, you let me know if you have any other questions, okay?
I'm sure they have about 24.
Hey,
Yes?
you said I should remind you not to be late for your meeting, so don't be late.
Yep, I'll be on my way in a minute. So, kids, was there anything else you two wanted to talk to me about?
Did you ever hear any rumors about our mother? Like, who her father might have been?
I'm not exactly a rumor monger. Your mother was close to a few men, but whether they were your father, I couldn't say.
I don't think it's Sam. I don't think it's Eddie.
But look, Oh, gosh. I'm sorry.
Is it Tom?
I really have to go.
It can't be Tom. It could
Michael,
be Tom.
Could you finish up the storage room and then just
Have we
close
met
up?
everyone? Is it that
Sure thing,
Alexander
boss man.
Gershwin guy?
See you later.
I've got to start paying attention to people's eye colors.
You two want to help a brother out, spend the afternoon here working for free?
Why not? We came here to talk to Tessa, and she's not here.
She's at the cemetery, visiting her parents.
Oh.
Hey, tell you what. Why don't you guys help me close the store, and then we can drive over together? I've been meaning to pay my uncle a visit.
Can't we just wait for her to come back here?
What if she doesn't come back
I'm
today?
not really excited about going there.
Is Marianne buried
Don't
there?
have to visit her grave.
I'm gonna start working in the storage room.
Tessa's
Tyler, join me
gonna
when
try
you're
to
done.
get them
Sure
too,
thing.
isn't she?
Just give me a sec.
Where'd that
All right,
question about our
let's talk.
father come from?
I'm gonna go with I'm curious.
I've just been thinking about who he might be. And if he knows anything that could help us figure this shit out.
Why?
I wonder.
He wasn't a part of our lives. Besides, Marianne always said we never had a father.
Well, her name might have been Mary, but I don't think she was a likely candidate for Immaculate Conception. Hey, so you look less than thrilled with the plan.
Yeah, like I said, I am not stoked to be going to the cemetery.
I want to
So
give her
should we
the
just
option
not
to
go
back
then?
out.
No, of course not. We're going to go. I need to feel how I'm gonna feel about it right now.
Okay. Sorry for getting frustrated.
It is what it is, right? Go have fun with Michael while I close the register.
With Tyler talking about how they all need to be honest, I really think they need to tell everyone that Alyson was the one who stabbed Marianne. I'm sure it will come out at some point, but like, when? Oh, new area.
Alright, I already counted there, but I just need you to double check a few things. It's not complicated.
I've got this in the bag.
Oh yeah? Because you're just that good, huh?
I'm clowning. I don't even know where to begin. What do I do?
Yeah, let's start with an
I
easy
want to
one.
make friends
Alright.
with Michael.
Go to the back of the room and tell me how many cans of Molto Bene brand tomato sauce we have left.
Aye aye.
I wonder if Tessa
You know,
reported
When you
Marianne
think
for
about
drug
it,
use.
glass is really just tortured sand.
Huh.
Interesting
You
take.
been sniffing the spray paint, Tyler?
Where? Here's the tomato. Yeah, here's the tomatoes.
I wonder what's in that box. Hold on. Let me count this.
Oh boy, 6 down there, 12 plus 2, 14?
There's 14 cans of Malta Bene tomato sauce.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Man, I'm so good at this.
That was easy. I need you to count the bottles of bleach for me.
The bottles of bleach? Where is that?
And where are they at exactly?
I thought you had this in the bag. Okay. I'll give you a hint. Tessa puts the heavy stuff near the door on the bottom shelves.
Alright, I think I can work with that. 6?
Alright. Not bad, Tyler. Not bad.
Careful. They might give me your job.
Oh, you can have it.
What's next?
Come here and help me with this.
Okay.
Cheddar dip? Yuck.
Your sister loves that shit. She eats it straight out of the jar.
Ugh. God.
Oh?
Is that a picture of a priest with little hearts?
Yeah.
B and A?
That's the hot priest who hosts Bible study with Tessa. For the record, that was Allison's doing. She had a crush on him for ages. But he is very, very hot.
Shit. Yeah. I remember him from when we were kids. That's Father Batista.
Yeah, he's got that silver fox thing going on now, see?
Yeah. Yep. I see it.
God, I hope he's not their dad. Oh? The muskrat.
Mangy muskrat?
Is Father Batista the mangy muskrat?
Yikes, that's unsettling.
Oh. Are those dolls of Tom? Alright, let's talk to Michael.
What's up?
I need your opinion on this masterpiece.
Let's see.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, come on. Look at the hair.
That's
Nailed
cute.
it, right?
I'm gonna call it beautiful.
Honestly, it's beautiful.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
I'm not. Oh, maybe a little bit, but I like it. For real.
Well, it helps to have a good model.
So, this is what you're up to while I was out there doing your work?
What can I say? I'm a multitasker.
Hey, multitasker? I think you made a mistake here. Total amount should be 36.
Oh, how dare you, sir?
What? I just don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm off my game today.
Alright, anything else you wanted me to check?
Yep, one last thing, and then we should be free from this purgatory.
Hit me.
Alright,
Can you
what
count
is
how
the
many
last
plushies
thing?
we have in that box over there?
Sure.
Okay. So...
Okay. 2, 4, 6. I'm gonna guess they're too deep there to 8, 10, 11?
You've got about 11 left in that box. Did I get it wrong? Michael?
Michael?
Ouch, what the fuck?
Hey, sorry. It was just too tempting.
Oh, what's that rainbow poster?
Lesson number 1 in the ancient art of inventory. Never let your guard down.
You have no idea what you just started. First one with 3 confirmed hits wins. Cool?
Oh, damn it.
Oh, I missed.
Gotcha. One more hit and you're out. Prepare to feel my wrath.
God, you're corny.
Where'd he go?
Oh, come on. Is that all you got, Ronan?
I'm gonna change cover.
Just you wait. I've got a strategy.
Ah, there
Oh,
he
yeah?
is.
We'll see.
Come on. Come on. Come out.
Boom.
That's 2.
Oh, man, you're good.
I told you not to doubt the golden arm.
Well, we'll never make that mistake again. Okay. I'll need to finish this inventory thing real quick. Your sister's probably done already. Here. Let's hit the bitch's grotto.
The what?
Fancy name for the couch where Alyson and I sit during breaks.
Ah, alright, cool. Let me see what you've done with the place.
Hey, I got an achievement for winning the plushie battle.
Oh, hey, see that container? That's for you.
Huh?
It's the trout I caught yesterday at the buzzard hole.
Oh, that's so nice.
Renowned marinade.
I'm gonna tell him how
That's
thoughtful he
actually
is.
super thoughtful. Thank you.
You sound surprised.
No, sorry. I'm just not used to people randomly doing nice things for me.
Oh, we'll have to fix that.
Oh, I really like Michael. Juno Coalition for Equality potluck. Alright, I guess all I have to do now is sit. Oh, now I can look at
I'm
stuff.
surprised Tessa let you hang this up.
Yeah, she hates it. But as long as I don't promote my lifestyle in front of the customers, she doesn't say anything.
Man, must be exhausting to spend your days educating these people.
Is Michael
Here's the
gay?
thing, I don't. Opening the mines of this town would be a full-time fucking job. And
God,
emotional
that
labor
sounds
pays shit.
exhausting. Huh. I thought Michael and Alyson were heading toward a relationship. I don't really know anything about him.
Do you ever get
Time to get to know
Dollar's
him.
Crossing?
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm always in Juneau working with the JCE, meeting new people. I gotta make
I
my
wonder if
shit
he
happen
knows,
for me, because no one else will.
Denise.
Right. I feel you. Hey, I hope this isn't too personal, but you ever been with anyone in Delos Crossing?
I dated a guy in high school for a minute, but we had to keep it quiet. I've been with a few other people, but that shit's tricky out here. And what about you? You ever been with a guy? I mean, assuming you're into guys, which I guess I kind of did.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with never met the right person.
I've never really been with anybody. Guess I was too busy processing trauma or whatever. But if I met a guy I was into, who knows?
Huh. I'm curious what the dialogue
I hope this
here
isn't
would
too
be.
personal, but I'm still figuring my shit out. I'm not sure if I'm made to be with anyone, you know?
Yeah, of course. And don't ever feel like you have to rush into anything.
Yeah, I don't. But thank you.
Anyway.
And I'm done.
Ooh. Is talking to Michael an option?
No way! You like Duplex Duo too?
Yeah, Alyson got me into him. We were supposed to go to his show in Juneau a few months ago.
Ooh. What happened?
And what happened?
You ever heard of moon rocks? We took 2 hits before going to the show and that was it. Our feet couldn't find the floor. Not our finest hour.
I admittedly do not know
I
what
gotta tell
moon
you,
rocks
it's so
are.
weird to finally meet the other Ronan.
You mean the OG Ronan? I was born first, you know?
Is that so? Thought Alyson said she was.
Well, our mother never actually told us, but it was me. So, why is it so weird to meet me?
Because I just heard Alyson tell your story so many times. She told me everything about you. Fireweed, your transition. I hope that's okay, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. She asked me first.
Yeah, figures. That lady is
That's
thorough
nice.
and she loves you like crazy.
I know. So,
I love
yeah,
this little group of people.
You were probably the first person to know about it other than Alyson.
I'm glad he trusted me. And it's great to finally get to know you in the flesh. You're pretty alright.
But you're not too bad yourself.
I try not to be. Especially around guys I'm trying to impress. So I wasn't blowing smoke when I said you should move to Juneau with us.
I know.
I've got a community there. Could be yours too.
Fitting in. There's a
I
concept.
know Tyler wants to be a ranger, but he
You have
is
no
gonna
idea
need...
how life-saving a chosen family can be.
He's
Pull me
gonna
out of the
need
dark
somewhere to go
more
until
times
summer.
than I can count.
I hear you. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Shoot.
Why do you care so much if I move to Juneau?
Look, like I said, I want to get to know you.
Because I'm just that fascinating, huh?
Honestly, yeah. I think you might be one of a kind, Tyler Ronan.
I kind of want them to get together.
Well, golly gee, Michael. I think you're swell too. You're the cat's
Oh,
pajamas.
no.
Shut up.
Oh,
I've got way better
no.
compliments than that. But I can't open with my best, right?
It's cool. So,
Is
more of
Alyson
those
into
if I get
him?
to know you better?
For sure. If that's something you'd be interested in.
I might be. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I've been standing at that counter for an hour waiting for you two dum-dums to come back. Are you guys ready to go?
Mm-hmm. I think we've done about as much damage as we can back here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh no! Since he was talking about guys, I thought he and Alyson were just friends.
Here we are.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
You look pretty spooked.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries, especially after, you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool?
Should I explore, or should I just head to Tessa?
Hey, graves are back that way.
Okay, I'm just heading to Tessa then.
So, did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
A what?
Mirror neuron?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway, have you been back here at all? Since the funeral?
No. I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
Let's see what we're remembering.
All the time. It was so
Why?
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No. It's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very
Is
lonely.
this Eddie's mom's
That's right,
grave?
sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. Always here.
Mom?
Always.
Is their father dead?
A lot, but sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think their
I
father's
don't
dead.
know. I mean, most parents
Or
are scared of
was
losing their
already
kids.
dead. Due to the national outlawing of native religions and ways of life, much of our knowledge of the old ways of Tlingit spiritual practice has been lost. Below are two everlasting examples of the love and reverence we continue to show our departed in the tradition of our ancestors. That sounds interesting. Mourning those who have journeyed to the other side. As love transcends all boundaries, the passing of a clan member is an event felt throughout the community. The people come together to mourn a loved one and lift their opposite clan members' spirits. When an eagle is being... Sorry, my cat's fussing at me. This isn't funny. My cat fussing at me is funny. This is a bad time, kitty. When an eagle is being mourned, the ravens shower love and strength upon mourning eagle clans. Likewise, when a raven is being mourned, the eagles are there for their ravens. After the service, it is customary for members of the opposite moiety to comfort the grieving family by bringing out their Atowu clan-owned regalia. Sorry if I got that pronunciation wrong. To symbolically catch tears before they hit the ground and comfort grieving clan members with support. Celebrating life. The 40-day party is observed 40 days after the passing to pay respects to the departed. Some believe this is a more recent tradition. Family members organize a shared meal where a fire dish, one plate of food, is burned to nourish and comfort the spirit of the departed. 1 year or more from the passing, a kuik's potluck? Like a potluck? Is held to first mourn, then celebrate the life of the departed. It is hosted by the clan of the deceased. This is to honor the departed clan member through a traditional ceremony, show appreciation, and pay debts to the opposite moiety who supported the clan during the time of mourning. That's interesting.
Huh. Building a house right next to the cemetery. Hard to think of a worse idea than that.
Well, look at Michael. Some people actually go to cemeteries willingly. People with functional families, I guess.
Yeah, you let me know if you ever meet one of those.
Michael's family sounds pretty functioning. I hope I can fix that, blunder.
Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave.
Just wait, is this the one we called the Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarls Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo Green?
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall.
There's a light here.
Look, there's Michael.
Where's Michael? Trying to
Delio.
examine the
That's the one.
graves.
Don't tell me we missed her.
They might have.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids. It's time.
You really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So...
Okay, it's back there.
I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's go talk to Michael before we do that.
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it. Long time no see. Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable.
I don't think it'll let me skip out on Marianne's grave.
How are you,
Is this a bad time?
with you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
What was his uncle like?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
I think I'm getting the picture.
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. You and your uncle were really close, huh?
I do want to get to know
Definitely.
Michael better.
I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Clinkit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Alyson.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
A muffin top?
I wouldn't be too sure about that, Alyson.
Hey, not you two. No teaming up. That's not fair.
Team up,
I
team up,
turned your
team
brother
up.
against you.
Whatever. You can keep him.
You and your uncle were really close, huh?
I'm gonna get as much dialogue as I
I could
can.
push his buttons without even trying.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Clinkit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
Pff, no, I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Huh. I have absolutely no idea how that would taste. Alright, I guess we're going to Marianne's grave.
How are you, holding up?
Everything's such a mess. I thought we'd almost be done packing by now. I'm so ready to put this place behind us. At least Mr.
It's only
Hollywood
been,
Handsome
like-
over there is good company.
Funny how you never mentioned what your brother looked like before he got into town.
Oh, I just thought I'd surprise you.
Hasn't it been like 2 days? Surely you can't pack up a house in 2
Chaos
days.
of history. What's that mean?
Not sure, but Michael should know.
Huh. To honor those no longer with us, the Tlingit Preservation Committee and the community of Delos dedicate this monument as an everlasting connection between past, present, and future generations. May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history. May this be a resting place for our loved ones who have journeyed to the other shore. May our eternal love soothe the wounds of days past towards a brighter horizon. I have a feeling going to Mary Ann's grave will be the end of the scene.
Hey, you do realize I can hear you, right?
Cover your ears, the grown-ups are talking. Anyway, girl, I know you're in it right now, but try not to let it get to you. Juna's gonna seem real boring after all this, huh?
God, boring sounds so good right now. Binging terrible shows while my amazing roommate cooks something delicious. Heaven.
Delicious food for tax returns?
You got yourself a deal, mister.
How's it going?
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Yeah, shoot.
What's the story behind the Tlingit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
Is he making fun of it?
That was Uncle William.
No, he's just
Lost
doing
in
a silly
the
impression.
Chaos of history?
Well, let's say you went in a room
Specifically of his
for a
uncle.
school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God.
That's fucked.
Assholes.
Yeah. And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
You bet.
Hey. There's a similar fish toy in the Ronan house. I'm sure there's gonna be a memory here. Maybe even a full flashback.
Do you remember where she is?
No. For what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral.
Makes sense.
Oh. Only a few steps in, and I'm already starting to regret this.
I mean, they don't have to.
Alyson, please.
I'm not going!
Alyson, come back!
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Let's check it out. Oh yeah, here it is.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Alyson. I'm gonna be okay. Please, don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but... Look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
Promises? Okay, since we're Tyler now, if split memories come up,
It's not fair. I'll be okay.
I'm gonna go with
You have
Alyson.
to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
I'll be back soon, alright?
I said I was gonna go with Alyson's.
I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. Chief Brown's gonna take care of you. We'll be okay. You'll see.
Kids.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come back. I got so caught up in everything that...
Did he even have the option to come back before he was 18?
Are you ever gonna let me finish my sentences?
Maybe someday, but not today.
What's
you think
this?
Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
Could be a very old snowy owl then.
This spot's familiar.
Is this it? Oh, Carol Brown.
I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Eddie's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's, you know?
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later.
Huh. I'm glad I found that. Tessa. That must be where Marianne is. So I'm going down here first.
Ty.
This is it. Right.
Okay, I'm going to Marianne.
Yeah.
Or
God, I think I need
Tessa.
a second.
Then
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? No, I want to see your grave before we go.
no, Tessa's
I'm
there.
gonna have a look around, okay?
There she is. Maybe Tessa will come down during the cutscene.
Alyson.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What? Broke?
Oh, he's talking to Marianne.
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe.
Confrontation time. Marianne did say she took a pill on that memory in the store.
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
No, I
Like
won't
they
do this
almost
again.
did.
I refuse to be held responsible for her choices.
Marianne was fine until you reported her.
Fine. She was getting
I
by on
kinda
handouts
doubt
for
that.
years. There are only so many times you can show up
Wait.
high to a generous offer of employment. Assuming you show up at all. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Is Sam their
Tessa.
father?
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
I'm not feeling very generous toward Tessa. She tried to convince Marianne to send Tyler to conversion therapy. Doing drugs around your kids is not great, and, I think Marianne would have spiraled whether Tessa reported her or not. But I don't think Tessa helped. I think I'm gonna go with you could have done better. Because she probably could have. She could have not been transphobic, for starters. She could stop being homophobic. I'm not sure what else she could have done. From what it sounds like, what Marianne needed was a support system. Tessa claims she didn't want to be part of the community. But was that true? Man, I don't know. I'm between you could have done better and you did what you had to do. I don't want to say she destroyed their family. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's, like, 100% true. Like I said, I think Marianne would have spiraled regardless. Again, not feeling very generous toward her. But I don't want to, like, tear the town apart. And I'm not sure what anyone could have done better. This seems like it was a doomed situation. Because Tyler and Alyson were kids. Being their mother's emotional support shouldn't have been on them. Did she try to help Marianne quit? She could have been less judgmental, I think. Maybe if she had been less judgmental, Marianne would have trusted her more. Man, I don't know. I don't want to risk Alyson or Michael's jobs, but I also don't want to entirely let her off the hook. Then again, what could she have done? Besides be less judgmental. And I think everyone could have done better. Including Marianne. I don't want to upset her too much. Am I too soft? This is a video game, but I don't want to shut people out from Tyler and Alyson. I don't think attacking her will get anywhere productive. Even if she maybe could have done better. Listen. Do not think that this means that I like Tessa, alright? I'm doing what I think is gonna be best for the interpersonal relationships of the characters.
You were worried. And you did what you thought you had to. I get it. We both do. The situation was so fucked that, well, there probably wasn't a good answer.
Thank you. No. I could have done more. Marianne was fragile. She needed help, and I failed her. It's my fault. She's gone.
I don't think it's directly anyone's fault.
I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first.
Drop the conversion
Are you
camp,
good
people.
to who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I prayed for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated.
Redemption arc?
I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
Wait, is there a... I want to hear what changed Alyson's mind.
I thought you couldn't stand her. What happened?
She did the only thing she thought she could. I can relate to that.
Are you really ready to forgive her?
I think she regrets what she did. But I totally understand if you don't want to see her anymore. It's your call.
It doesn't feel right to cut her out when she's trying to be better. I hope she also changes her thoughts about Michael.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you.
When are they going to start
Both
telling
of you
people
kids.
the truth
I never
about
knew your mother's
Alyson?
whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
Aww.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Rest
I had
in
pretty
peace.
much given up
Make
on her.
Make peace
But
with
I guess
Marianne.
sometimes people change.
I
The
know.
cemetery.
I feel like a total ass right now.
I also feel like an ass. She probably does feel the same.
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly.
True.
Awkward as hell. Not a bad view, right?
Yeah. I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off. Listen.
Let's go with thanks.
I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
Hey. Brothers and sisters. Right.
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Alyson.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just...
It does sound like it was
I
Tyler's
stole
idea.
your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way
That's
to Denali.
definitely
Michael's
not
gonna be a
true.
famous chef, and what am I doing? Nothing.
She needed time
You
to
were
heal.
just dealing with what happened the way that you needed to, alright? As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy. But we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, that's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her.
Was she planning to leave?
Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her. Not even Tessa or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. It still feels like there's something missing.
There's
right?
definitely still something missing.
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't. It's probably always gonna feel that way.
They must have stayed there a while.
I'm gonna fall asleep the second I hit the couch.
You better rally. We still have to do some cleaning before bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
Shit.
What?
Alyson.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
What? Who?
Tyler, are you all right?
Alyson, barn.
Stay there. I got it.
I wonder if that concussion is still affecting Tyler. I didn't... I want to look for footprints. I want to figure out if that person
There was
real.
a guy. He smashed me in the face with the door.
What guy? What did he look like?
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and
It
he was
didn't
all in
look
black.
like Sam.
Why would someone try to burn down our barn?
I don't know. But I'm going to find out.
Let's start with this in the middle.
Hey, come check this out.
Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah. What the
Box?
hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
Around somewhere.
Hey, come check this out.
Is that a box under the barn?
These planks look newer than the rest.
That corner used to be all dirt for chickens. She was always saying
who
she was
besides
place
Sam
a real homestead, little house on the
would be
tundra.
here? That door is gone. Is the person still around? There are footprints.
Some kind of work boot. Maybe fishing boots?
Fishing?
he ran straight for it. No stops, no turns. He was on a mission. Trail ends here.
It looks like he jumped into the gully.
Hey, are there footsteps on the other side?
Yeah, that must be where he climbed out.
Well, he's long gone.
Alright. That's kind of what I thought. It didn't look like Sam. It can't be
Damn
Eddie.
broken door. It let him right in.
I mean, they had no reason to think anyone would
Everything's on the floor.
come there.
So, did Eddie teach you how to put out a fire?
Nope, I taught myself.
I sense a story
Did he really have to smash everything? He went looking under the rug?
So he must have known it was there. I'm assuming he
He went
started
looking
the
under
fire
the
with
rug?
gasoline.
This gas can was already here this morning. He didn't bring it with
None of
him.
the valuable stuff's missing.
Asshole even dumped the drawers.
So was it just someone
Really
robbing
turned this
them?
place upside down.
At least you were spared.
Who's that? The moon hag. Ah, crowbar. Or long wrench.
Guess we know how he made the hole.
Crowbar.
He went looking under the...
Let's dig this thing up.
Step back.
I'll be fine.
They're lucky they got back when they did.
Well,
Hey.
I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Marianne.
That's kind of like the eye on Marianne's door.
Let's open it. What's that there?
Some kind of carving. Not sure what it is, though.
Well, let's match the symbol to,
Finding
to a
anything?
story on
Just
the
give me a
index.
sec. We wrote a shit ton of stories.
The goblins earned their voice.
Wait. Look. It's the same symbol.
The Secret Keeper.
Well,
The
let's
Secret
see if we
Keeper.
can find any numbers.
Ah. The goblins earned their voice. Once upon a time, in the deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblins spied on the Secret Keeper as she made her rounds, gathering up secrets that the animals of the forest had for sale. How, said the first goblin, does she get people's secrets? Do you suppose she peels open their heads? Let's find out, said the second, and so the goblins watched the Secret Keeper. They watched her until the stalwart moose came to her, head hanging low. It was my fault. I chose the uneven trail. I can't bear to remember. The Secret Keeper nodded and gazed into the stalwart moose's eyes. Though the goblins couldn't hear anything, they knew she was speaking to the moose, for the Secret Keeper spoke in people's minds with the gift of the voice. Huh. Is there another person they could talk to silently? After a few minutes, the stalwart moose blinked. I feel lighter, said the moose. Did I just give you something? The Secret Keeper nodded, handing him a coin. The stalwart moose nodded and plodded along down the trail. He spied the goblins hiding in the woods and narrowed his eyes, for he knew the goblins were often up to mischief. The two goblins whistled innocently, and the moose was forced to carry on, because they were not doing anything obviously bad. I need to know what the secret was, said one of the goblins. Let's go buy it. So the goblins approached the Secret Keeper before she could stow away Moose's secret. We want to buy Moose's secret. What do you have to trade? Asked the Secret Keeper, her voice filling their minds. The goblins produced a silver-handled hairbrush they had stolen from the princess, and the Secret Keeper nodded. And that is how the goblins came to know that the moose's mate had tumbled down a cliffside to her death. Oh, poor Eddie. The Secret Keeper moved on. The first of the goblins said, I want to know more. So the goblins followed the Secret Keeper, hoping to find where she hid the secrets. They followed her to the peak of a nearby ridge and watched as she stowed the rest of the day's secrets high in a cloud. When she had gone, they climbed a high spruce tree that disappeared into the misty sky. They reached out and just managed to dip their hands into the clouds. Their heads were filled with memories, and they snatched their hands back out, as if they had just thrust them in boiling water. Tears poured down their cheeks. That was how the secret keeper found them, crying in the tree. "You stole my secrets," seethed the secret keeper. "Give them back." The crafty goblins stopped crying because they saw an opportunity. "What will you give us in exchange?" they asked. "I will give you back the silver-handled hairbrush," offered the secret keeper. "For so many secrets? Pshaw! You'll have to offer more than that." "What if," said the secret keeper, "I shared the gift of the voice?" The crafty goblins grew excited. "That will do." So the secret keeper shared the gift of the voice with the goblins, and immediately they found that they could hear one another's thoughts and feel each other's feelings. The crafty goblins gave back the secrets they had taken and ran back to the big wooden house. There, they found the princess preparing food. They tried to peer into her mind, but they found it was a blank. They tried to speak to her using only their minds, but she could not hear them. It seemed that the secret keeper was craftier than the crafty goblins, for she had only shared enough of her power to let the goblins use the gift of voice with each other and not with the whole of the forest. And that is how the goblins stole the gift of voice from the secret keeper, but why they could only use it with each other. That's interesting. I wonder if they wrote this one, or if Marianne wrote it. I see a 3 there. I don't see any numbers.
3 digits. Any ideas?
3 digits.
Marianne was never really a numbers kind of person.
Oh, there's a 1. 3, 0, 1 through 0.
That did it.
I really like the Book of Goblins.
Fuck. That's rough.
Marianne, I'm sorry you're in this
This
situation.
guy tried to push Marianne to get an abortion, even though she wanted to keep us.
Oh, damn. Marianne, I'm sorry you're in this situation. I know you feel you'd make a great mother, and I don't doubt you will someday. But right now, we have to be sure we don't ruin 3 lives. My marriage hasn't been happy for some time, but she doesn't deserve this. But I'm mostly worried about you. People here talk, and I don't want you to have to go through that. I know money has been tight, but I'll do what I can to help you do the right thing. Just let me know how much you need. That doesn't sound like Sam. It's that priest, isn't it?
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
Dear Marianne, I need to see you again. I know how that sounds, and I don't want you to think I chase after all the new girls in Delos Crossing. I've always taken my vows seriously, but something changed when I met you. When we're together, I feel like I'm doing 80 down the highway with my lights off and I never want to stop. I know it isn't right and we both have a lot to lose, but I need to be with you again. I hope you feel the same. Heart symbol. I brought you a little something for next time. I can't wait to see how it looks on you. Ugh. Gross.
What a mess.
So that's the
What the
muskrat.
hell?
So, Marianne hid a box under the barn. Box full of letters from our deadbeat dad.
He was wearing fishing gear.
So, I think he was wearing fishing gear.
Fishing gear? Does that mean...
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
I
Half
don't
the
think it's
town's
Eddie.
probably got the same gear.
A memory? I kind of wish I'd chosen something else. The memory is usually with Alyson. night again.
Why are we seeing this? I don't know about you, but I haven't forgotten anything about that night.
I would have said the same thing, but something felt different. I need to see the rest.
But you know what happens down there.
That's the thing. I'm not sure I do.
All right, let's go.
This is where I tripped.
Is the Mad Hunter a representation of their father? Because he saw the Mad Hunter that night.
Wait, there was someone here that night? In the woods?
No. It was just... I saw... Who the hell did I actually see?
It's not very clear.
The Mad Hunter.
A big beard, a big orange beard. That can't...
That was the Mad Hunter.
What? What are you talking about?
That night, I thought I saw the Mad Hunter in the woods, but I guess it was just some asshole. Some asshole who just fucking stood there and watched while our mother chased me with a shotgun.
Do you think it was the same guy?
Maybe. I mean, it had to be him, right? They were wearing the same fishing gear.
Yeah, unless everyone who wants to mess with us is coordinating outfits.
And wait, he was here once before, wasn't he? A few days before Marianne died?
Maybe?
Hold on. Do you feel that?
Where? This way. I really hope I didn't skip
Tyler,
one.
not there.
Our mother fought with someone on the dock about us.
Fought
we need
with
to
someone?
know if it was the same guy.
But what if it's not that memory? What if it's... I can't go through that again.
We have to take that chance.
But do we really? I mean, someone just tried to burn our barn down.
Yeah, and that means we've got to be close to something.
I'm not going on that dock.
I'm not gonna guilt her.
Just one more time, please.
There's always just one more. Every time it seems like we're done with this, something new pops up.
What if this is the only chance to figure out who our father is?
Then we go on living our lives without him, just like we always have.
Come on, we need to know the truth. For her.
What if I don't want to know the truth, huh? Did you ever consider that? No. You just push and push and...
You have to take responsibility for your part in Marianne's death.
What the fuck, Tyler?
How can you say that to me?
I didn't. But I did, right? Earlier, to Eddie. But I swear I didn't just say that to you.
So we can't even trust our own voices now?
God, I don't know.
Who's the secret keeper?
I'll do it. Let's go.
They have to tell people about Alyson, I mean. And Alyson being the one to stab Marianne. Whoa, what's up with this?
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet! We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
I told you that would happen.
We almost had it, though. That was us watching Marianne fight with that guy. Try to focus on him, all right? Don't think about anything else.
I'll try.
Someone in a boat?
mouth shut. I don't owe you anything.
You've been a little all over the place lately.
All over the place?
I don't recognize the voice.
I've just been trying to survive. If you want to make sure I don't get desperate, you could help us out. Lend me some money.
No, keep it.
What happened? Why did it stop?
I can't, Tyler.
But we were so damn close.
Does Alyson remember something she's not sharing with Tyler?
I'm sorry. But I'm done.
That's it? You're just giving up, just like that. You can't do this. We owe her.
Marianne is gone, Tyler.
Do they owe her?
And nothing we do is gonna change that.
Don't go, please.
I think they
You
owe
can't keep running from this alley,
themselves.
or it's only gonna get worse.
He's absolutely right.
I don't owe you anything.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet! We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
I don't get desperate. You could help us out. Lend me some money.
There's no money.
I've never asked you for anything, but right now they need you.
It's not gonna happen.
I've got everything I need to nail your ass in that barn.
And just what do you think happens after that?
What do you mean?
Well, if those kids have a father, you really think there's a court out there that'll let you keep them?
No! You have no claim to my children! Get the hell off my property, now! If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Alyson?
Wait, were they mixing up the memories?
No.
Wait, has Marianne said that to them?
I'm going to kill him.
Marianne's definitely threatened them with that. Why else would Alyson react like that? Man, I just keep eating my words about these characters, don't I? First, there's Sam turning out to be the bear, which does make sense. I do still feel kind of bad for thinking he was the muskrat, but I think I might have underestimated just how much of an asshole the actual muskrat is. Because, let's be honest, Sam is kind of an asshole. He's a bit misogynistic, and he is toxically masculine, and seemingly cheated on his wife. But the phrase I was looking for him earlier was definitely asshole with a heart of gold. I can tell he really loves Marianne, really cares about Alyson and Tyler, and especially giving Tyler a pocket knife while saying every man needs a good knife and then going out of his way to call him son. Especially after what he said the day before was just really, really sweet. I don't know what exactly went down between him, Laura, and Marianne, and I'm interested to find out. And then, right after I talk about how I don't like Tessa, and I am not feeling generous toward her, she has to go and improve as a person. How dare she? For real though, I really liked that scene. I'm glad that Tessa is trying to grow past her bigotry. And Tyler is right, if we can't let people grow, what chance do we have? However, starting her criticism of Marianne's affairs with, if she had just settled down with someone, did rub me the wrong way. Knowingly seeing someone who is married, let alone multiple someones who are married, is a bad thing to do. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but I know that I do. But the implication that she had to settle down with someone rather than just being single is a toxic mindset to have, and as an Aero-Ace person, I find it particularly irritating. I'm also not sure if I should take Tessa's word for everything. What she said doesn't match up with what's in the Book of Goblins, but Marianne would be writing herself in the best light possible there. Still, Tessa is only one person, and I want to hear from everybody before drawing solid conclusions on Marianne. Honestly, I didn't change my opinion on Eddie very much. He did his best. He fucked up. It was very hypocritical of him to keep these things about Marianne from Alyson and Tyler, when his and Alyson's #1 rule was to always be honest with each other, even if it was coming from a place of wanting to protect them. Speaking of hypocrisy, whether Tyler meant to say Alyson needs to take responsibility for her part in Marianne's death or not, he's right. To be clear, I don't think Alyson did anything wrong. They were in danger. I do think Marianne was likely going to kill them. She did what she had to, but it's clearly eating at her. But they're not being honest with Marianne's friends. They loved her too. They also deserve the truth. And it's the only way Alyson will really be able to move on. No matter how much Tyler wants to protect Alyson to repay her for saving him, he's more like Eddie than he realizes. And now, at the end of chapter 2, Alyson especially is being just as bad and avoidant as Marianne's friends were in the beginning of the game. And I can't really blame her. She's got this huge secret that changed her and Tyler's lives forever hanging over her head. On top of that, it's obvious that Marianne was emotionally abusive, but I wasn't sure if she was ever violent with Tyler and Alyson before the night of the stabbing. But given how Alyson reacted to her threatening to kill someone in both flashbacks, I think she probably was. Also, there were a few times this episode that I accidentally called Alyson Marianne, and I think it's because I was noticing how much she looks like Marianne. I'm not sure if I just didn't notice before because I hadn't really gotten a good look at Marianne yet, or if the devs did something intentionally this chapter to draw more focus to their similar features, to draw more attention to their relationship, maybe? But either way, I feel like it was way more noticeable this chapter. I do also want to talk about their father a little bit. I am definitely leaning toward their father being Alexander Gershwin. We're at a point in the story where I feel like every character who is significant should have been introduced by now. So I don't think it's likely to turn out to be the priest. I also don't think it's a coincidence that Alexander keeps showing up. He also said the last time he was in Delos Crossing was 5 years ago. So it's definitely possible he was around when the twins were born, and around the time of Marianne's death. And their father's voice in the flashback did sound a little bit like his. It also looks like they have a similar jaw shape, to me at least. I'm not sure whether their father is supposed to be the muskrat or the mad hunter, but we don't know much about Alexander right now, but he does strike me as a little bit shady, if only because he's so evasive. And because I couldn't find a good spot anywhere among the more serious stuff to talk about this, I'm going to end on Michael. I'm still confused by the negative bond when I had Tyler return Michael's compliment / flirt with him a little. I did initially think Michael and Alyson were heading toward a romantic relationship. But when Michael started talking about guys, I thought I'd misinterpreted. There really isn't anything they've said about each other that friends wouldn't say about each other. And if Michael was at all interested in Alyson, I don't think he'd be flirting with her brother. It could be a few things. Maybe Alyson is interested in Michael. Maybe it would just be awkward for her if her best friend and her brother got together. Or maybe I accidentally led Michael on because Tyler is planning to go to Denali and be a mountain man. I have no idea how that's going to resolve, so I can't say much more about it right now. Also, maybe this is like queer bias, but if there are going to be romances in this game, I'm rooting for Tyler and Michael, and Alyson and Denise. Okay, that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and maybe subscribing if you want to see more. I upload twice a week right now, and the other series I have going is Hollow Knight, which I'm playing for the first time. I also stream pretty regularly, often with friends. So, if any of that interests you, there will be more to watch very soon. Thanks again, and see you next time.